All right, real talk. Hear me out. How many of you have seen the KFC where it's like the stripper curdle, right? Tell me.
Oh
Tell
my
me.
god, Daddy!
Oh, oh, give me them wedges. Give me that extra crispy. God.
The following contains adult themes, coarse language, and mature subject matter. Viewer discretion and desire is advised.
Very excited for this, by the way. Hello, both chats. I see you both. So
Yeah, I'm watching
I'll
both
know.
you.
I will know if either one of you are being absolute degenerates.
Yeah, I accidentally
You are
forgot to unmute you when the call started, so like the first hellos were hidden.
It was just.
Yeah.
But hello, and I hope everyone and both chats are having a wonderful day.
Why is it making me sign into the other chat? It's like I put both of our chats into my OBS, and it's trying to make me sign in to Twitch.
Oh yeah, no, it likes to do that for some reason. I don't understand why. I don't. It's so goofy when it does that because it's like, can we not do that? I'd be like, holy cash money. Also, it's funny. I started my stream. I totally forgot to mute your stream because I had your stream up and I was like still listening to it in the background.
Oops.
So, Digitamer, thank you for the follow. Hello.
I only recently met Digitamer Riley. So far, she's pretty awesome.
I mean, she's got Digi and Tamer. I'm assuming that is a Digimon reference.
I believe so, yeah. It's not often you actually meet Digimon VTubers.
Right? Like, there should be more. It's an absolute atrocity that there's not more. It is.
It really is. It is a Digimon reference. That's what I thought.
Let's go! Yeah.
So, before we actually jump into it, do you want to give yourself a little intro? Name, pronouns, what you like to do, kind of thing?
Yeah. So, hi. Hi, everyone. My name's Zero. I literally just did this on my... I should have just, like, bam, straight to call. But hi, my name's Zero. I'm a trans variety streamer. My pronouns are she and her. I am a variety goofy streamer. I do a lot of different things. But yeah.
I know you're on Twitch. What other platforms are you on?
Ooh, wow. All right. So I'm on Twitch. I'm on Facebook. I also do a couple posts here there within Instagram. I'm also on Mixcloud, which is a DJ like mix uploading service site. So I'm on there too.
I don't know too much about the DJ world.
It's a very, very chaotic world.
I can imagine. Do you have any nicknames you like to go by?
Usually, I used to go by Zero Cool, back in ye old days, but I've been Zeros for almost half my life, which is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
So, how long have you been doing content creation? I've only been following you for about a year now.
Whoa, wow. So technically, if you would count music production as some form of content creation,
I do.
I've been doing it since I was 16.
Oh, wow.
Yep, I'm 30. I'll be 36 September 16th. So, ayo.
Oh, geez, you're 5 years older than me.
Right?
Didn't actually know that.
I don't act my age.
I don't think I do either. I've actually had somebody think that I'm 18 or 20, actually. Because I had asked chat one time, my birth year is a palindrome. Can you guess it? That gives you two options, 1991 or 2002. So, I mean, when somebody guessed 2002, I was happy.
Right? Like, I've had people straight up as like, aren't you like in your 20s? I'm like, I love you. we're friends now. We can be friends forever.
So what inspired you to first get into content creation?
So I've always been into creating music, and so within like the whole like music creation field, I always got inspired by watching other like professional DJs and going to like underground parties. So it was always neat to like go see these events live. And what I would do is I would just like watch what they did and then like learn the sounds and like how to blend music and how to like make things work together. And over time, like I figured out how to start mixing and making music. So it was a creative outlet in a very very not so LGBT friendly world where my life was all about hiding the gay, hiding as much of my gay away as humanly possible. So that was it was always like a really interesting scenario. Sorry about that. But so that's what originally got me into in the form of music content creation. Now, as far as like other forms of content creation, as far as like being on Twitch and being a like video based content creator, that all kind of got inspired by my transition.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so uh when I first came out as being trans, it took a lot of people by surprise because when you're 32 and you go, "Hey, I'm not in the right body. I've known this for quite some time." But now it's like, kind of like having to like come to that realization. It's like, holy shit, I'm trans. And then like transitioning in a workplace was always so scary.
It
So
really is.
when I came out to a bunch of people, surprisingly, um, they were really, really, really kind, but they were also really nosy. And there's always so many times I can answer, "Hey, so when do you think things are going to change? When are you going to go boobies? When's your facial hair going to go away? When are you going to get surgery? What are you dealing with right now? What are you changing? What's going on here?" And I was just like, yeah, okay, well, here, a lot of you guys are friends on fucking Facebook, so let's just do like a once a month like live stream. So what I did was I went out and I got a Yeti mic, a cheap ass like Logitech camera, my gaming laptop, a tripod, and a stack of like strategy guides to hold my mouse and my little like side keyboard. And I started hosting streams where I would talk about my transition and then I would open it up to allow people to like talk about like, open forum questions about transition, whether what I'm experiencing or other trans people who might be curious or gender questioning. And from there, I started hosting a life in transition. It was a very personal kind of a stream that we used to do. And then from there, I really got into like just broadcasting and like hanging out with my friends on stream. So what turned into, hey, here, I'm gonna do this so y'all can like shut up for a hot minute, is now more of a like, hey, let's play games together. Let's hang out and just kind of vibe. And then um Winkle was the one who was like, I like watching you play Overwatch. I like watching your AMAs, but like I swear to God, this like minute delay was like absolute ass, and I was getting in trouble. I was getting strikes on my personal like Facebook page for live
Oh,
streaming before they made like Facebook gaming and live streaming was like a thing. So like I got in trouble. Like I got like strikes from like Capcom for like Monster Hunter World and a couple other games. And I was like, yeah, all right, you know what? Like I'll try Twitch out. I tried Twitch when I was by, and like I only did it for like a few days, and I was like, wow, this is like very homophobic. It was like, oh, we don't like queers here. I'm like, oh wow, that was kind of harsh.
yeah, now it's a
Okay,
little less homophobic.
right. It's like now the gays rule. Bow before us.
I agree with you, Riley. Zero was a transgender and still is.
So, oh, thank you. So I was like, you know what? I'll try Twitch again. And so I got back on Twitch, and I started just kind of figuring out, like, you know, what my identity was going to be. And I was a flesh tuber. Sadly.
I
And
remember
I'm
those
sorry.
days. I
I'm
was there for
sorry. I
them.
let so many people down. Anyways, I kid. But in all seriousness, though, like, you know, it was another way for where I could do just content creating, as well as, like, you know, teaching people about transition ordeals. They could ask me open-ended questions, and almost all of my transition has been in some way, shape, or form chronologically, like, seen through Twitch. So it was crazy to say that, you know, most of my trans life has been here on this platform. Yeah, I've been here ever since.
Oh, wow. I started my transition 4 years ago. I've only been on Twitch for like a year or so. 15 months, I think.
Sorry, I had somebody throw bits at me.
Oh, that's why you did that. Right. I forgot that you have that enabled. I saw the bits
Yeah,
from Linkle, and then
I'm
you
sorry,
just
my tits
fell
are
back.
exposed.
I'm kind of jealous of that, honestly. I want that integration. Yeah, but no, I I forget my train of thought. So we'll go to the next question. We covered that one. We've sort of covered what the goal with your platform is, but is there anything else you'd like to touch on with that?
So, I mean, like, as far as, like, my goal, honestly, first and foremost, I started streaming not to be famous, but I really wanted to, like, like, educate people on, like, trans stuff, because, like, there's a lot of misconceptions with, like, trans people. Like, you know, there's a lot of myths that, like, a lot of trans people have to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna be a real bitch and just, like, just straight up tell people, like, look, no, that's not how it is. That's not how it is. And, you know, like, kind of dispel myths, like, show that, you know, trans people are just like every other people. Sometimes we just want to, like, get behind a keyboard and absolutely pwn on a bunch of people in, like, an FPS, or, you know, go on an adventure with somebody in, like, a role playing game, or just vibe and hang out. And we're just like everybody else.
We really
So
are.
we absolutely. But I also wanted, as I, like, grew later on into my content creation career, um, I went from that to also, like, educating people, like, how to get into, like, Twitch, like, how to grow on Twitch, you know, how to become a VTuber, or how to become a face cam streamer, or how to make fun integrations and things like that. And I take a lot of pride in doing such.
As you should. You've inspired quite a few people to get into stuff, myself included. Well,
Oh,
to be fair, I did start Twitch a little bit before I actually was introduced to your community by a friend, but you've been a bit of a inspiration for me to just keep going.
I didn't get emotional tonight.
Sorry, not sorry. Such a boo boo support.
I told you I was gonna get bullied tonight. I warned. I warned. How dare. Behave. But thank you for the videos. God damn. Anyways.
I do kind of wish I could show the biddies hitting you on my screen, but we're limited. Is there something you wish you were taught when you first started getting into content creation?
Oh, lots. Um
Another 100.
God, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'll chat, I swear to God, I'm gonna boop all you. Behave. So, but yeah, no, oh my God, there's so many things that I really wish that I could have learned. Um, when I first started streaming, there was a lot of things, like, like how to have like, you know, like open-ended conversations, or like to be able to like hold a like conversation with yourself. That was the hardest thing to learn. Was
It
just
really
how the
is.
hell do I talk to myself? Like this is it feels so weird. It's like, yes, no, I'm gonna talk to myself for a hot minute. Like what? So I don't know. It was always weird.
Oh wow, Raven Nico, that's a lot. Getting that
Jesus.
hype train going.
Hold on. I feel a little concussed. Uh,
Hope you're okay.
yeah, no, we're good. It's just this is norm. I told you. Look, we were gonna have chat participation, and then they were gonna like, yes, bully the zero. So,
Yeah, that's what Chad likes to do.
oh yeah, especially when you're a VTuber, like that, like you can't be a VTuber and not be bullied unless you're like tiny and wholesome.
Well, I
Or if
haven't quite hit that level yet. But, well, I'll get there sooner or later. Just gotta keep going.
I feel that.
How do you like to spend your free time not working on content?
Ooh, okay. So like as far as like free time, I like hanging out in VR chat a lot. Like honestly, like being in like a virtual space really helps so much with like my social anxiety. I do like going on nature walks. I love cooking. I love cooking. Like
Oh,
I love to get into the kitchen, experiment with my foods. I also go to like a lot of gaming and anime conventions. A lot of those.
I'm honestly
I
jealous of that, but I live vicariously through your tweets.
and then like I think I said nature walks. I do photography too. I also cosplay. I have a lot of like just little side talents, and then it's like when all else fails, like I'm always finding like new fun and inventive ways to just hang out with my kids.
That's awesome. I don't know if I was aware you actually had kids until you had
Mhm.
mentioned earlier today.
Yeah, no, I have 6 kids. That
Six?
throws a lot of yeah, 6 kids.
Oh wow, super mom.
Yeah, I try. Oh, they keep me busy. But yeah, no, I've always taught my kids, you know, be kind to others, and don't deal with hate, racism, or you know, homophobia of any kind. And oh
Linko.
my god, damn it. So, but yeah, no, one of my proudest parent moments was kind of like one of those like double standards. It's like, honey, we don't do this, but also at the same time, like my daughter got into like overheard these kids just being transphobic to this like kid in her school who they just found out that their parent was transitioning, so they decided they were gonna like pop in and join, and like the harassing and hazing is like, ha ha ha, your daddy wears a dress. And like the same kid who was like kind of like doing that like kind of had a thing for my daughter. So my daughter walks up to him all casual, is like, oh wait, what's going on? Like we're making fun of her for you know like her dad being trans. Oh, that's crazy. It's like, you want to know what else is funny? And like he just was like, what? And she like punched him in the face. It's like, my parents trans too, and it walks away so casually. I was like, baby, we don't do that. But also, high five. Like,
Yeah, in the principal's office, sweetie, we don't do that. But on the car ride home, I'm getting you ice cream.
we're getting soft tacos. Uh,
I agree, Prince. Zero's kid is a badass.
ow. By the way, thank you for the
Oh, level 2
goddamn,
hype train.
thank
Let's
you for the gift
go.
subs, all the biddies. I promise, Chad, I'm not ignoring you. I do see you, and I appreciate it. And by the way, we are gonna be we can definitely do open AMA chats. So if we're gonna
Sure.
mix things up and like let
Yeah, we'll
them
get through these questions and we can bring on
yeah,
callers if they want to chat.
that would be awesome. I'd be 100% down with that.
I would too. For the first bit, I want to focus on talking about you, getting to know you.
Yeah.
What is there a kind of content you've wanted to see or make but felt like it's too niche?
Ooh, okay. So yeah, no. I always, whenever VR first started coming around, I died to be able to create VR content. And I was like, no, like no one's gonna want to watch that. It's very niche. It's very people would find it cringe. And now it's like it's booming. It's everywhere. And I'm like, damn, I could have been on that like so much sooner. And I regret not doing it sooner.
Yeah,
Like
there's a
things like
niche for everything, honestly. And who knows what's going to make mainstream next?
right, like I'd never in a million years that I think like Minecraft would ever get anywhere, and that surprised me like horrendously. I was like, oh, it's just a block game. Who's gonna care about that? And then like things that definitely made me eat my words was like Lego Star Wars. Something about that game is unreal.
That one was so much better than I honestly expected. Or at least the
Agreed.
first original ones. I I enjoyed the latest one, but it didn't quite capture the same nostalgia for me. EA block game? Yeah, block games.
Ooh, block game. Block game.
What's the biggest project you've got going on right now?
Oh wow. So I got a couple of them that I'm in the works and I'm trying to plan out.
Ooh, busy
Just right
girl.
now. Oh god, I'm always busy. Like my next like 2 to 3 months are just absolutely borderline packed with like a lot of things going on. But I'm planning out some special collabs. I know I got a big collab that I'm going to be doing with Saints Neko.
Ooh.
We're going to be simulcast streaming and co-oping the new Pokemon game together. I'm working on a couple of challenges that I've been wanting to do earlier in the year, but life, doing more DJ shows, getting out and making music again, which has always been a passion of mine. And now like COVID's kind of chilling out, so getting that planned up. Dressing up as a maid for TwitchCon, and live streaming there. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, you
Hopefully I
just
don't
need a
get
little
kicked
bit
out.
more for your goal, don't you?
Oh yeah, we're so close. We're so close.
Chat, help
Uh,
her out. Come on.
no, I think that's what they're doing right now. They've been kind of going ham, and I appreciate them. I appreciate the community that we've built along the way, all of us together. But yeah, no, like I do want to do a challenge event
Zero
where
wanna be in my ska band? If she doesn't,
like
I will.
I mean I'm not gonna say no to ska. I'll never say no to ska. God,
Did you
yes,
say help?
help. Send help immediately. Anyways, so yeah, no, la, 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 la. So, the big thing is, I want to plan a VTubing challenge stream where we have a bunch of different VTubers, and it's kind of like you lose, you tweet, or you laugh, like you laugh, you lose, and then if you lose, we make you tweets, or like you have to like put something on your avatar, kind of within TOS. Within TOS, I already know my community is gonna go to the H jail. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, no. Just I want to like I do want to start working with way more creators and getting to know a bunch more amazing individuals out there.
Oh god, there's so many great people out there. Gotta meet
Agreed.
more. I agree, Alice. That does sound super duper fun. We had next. Oh, if you could collaborate with any content creator, who would it be?
Oh, all right. That's a good one because I actually got a few of those. I mean, Loki, I've kind of always wanted to do like a collab with like Sean VR. Not gonna lie. I think that would be really fun. Like, I mean, I feel like our lewd minds would be like borderline on sync with each other. Let's see. Um, I've always respected it and looked up to like a couple bigger VTubers like Shy Lily is one.
Yeah.
Silver Veil is like another one. Like, I would honestly, I think I would like die if I ever got that opportunity.
I agree
And
with
then
you
just
there. If I had the chance to talk with Shy Lily, I would not believe it.
yeah, no, I'd be like, this isn't real. This isn't real. I
Seriously,
would
she
like to
inspired
do
me to be as lewd as I am.
yes, just unapologetic. I would
Mm-hmm.
love to do another stream with Nicotine again. I haven't had a chance to stream with her in almost about a year and a half now. But I would love to change that and just kind of hang out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and then honestly, just that would be like my top right now. Like my top. If I had to look at like big names in the stars kind of a deal, like that would be it.
I can't say I actually know a lot of them, aside from Shy Lily. I, I do try to focus my time on smaller creators, but I mean, I do also got to reach out to bigger ones, too.
He's
And honestly, I had a little bit of nerve trying to set this one up, because, like, when I did, I'm gonna be honest, when I did start, thinking that I want to do this interview show, one of the first people I did want to interview was you.
oh really?
Yeah.
Ah!
But honestly, I was a little nervous. I couldn't really bring myself to DM you directly about it, because I'm a smaller creator. I don't want to be seen as a clout shark. But do you know Mama Remedy?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, she actually helped me get past that kind of stuff, so I'm actually able to more directly talk with quote-unquote bigger creators. We're all just people.
Yeah. I mean, like I that's one stigma I wish that we could like kind of like nerf eventually is just like yeah, like there might be some creators that may have kind of like that inflated ego, but like a lot of us, like we're really kind of like just down to earth nerds. We're people. We just want to like get nerdy and like get excited and talk about things and just like get that general like connection with one another, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to not be seen as a clout shark by just not talking about your stuff specifically, like popping in, hey, I'm a streamer too. But like that info does just come out naturally as you hang out in other creators' communities, get to know each other, and maybe even establish friendships.
Exactly. And like you'll never establish those friendships if you don't get out there and be vulnerable. Like that's the one thing. Just be yourself, be vulnerable, and just kind of let things happen as they happen. And like you'll be surprised. Like just some of the people that like you can interact with. Like I know there's an interview question, and when we get to that, some of the people that I've interacted with might actually blow your mind. But we'll wait for that one.
I know you mentioned one or two off stream, but you didn't want to talk about that on stream, so I'm not going to bring it up.
Yeah, yeah. No, I can't bring about the most interesting, but I know we're getting to those questions soon.
We will be getting there. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Honestly, I'm hoping that like I can grow and kind of get to maybe partner one day. Like I think it would be kind of dope to get partner. And not even just for the money. Like honestly, what I would love to do is get partner. And like with the job that I'm currently working right now, like I'm sustaining. I'm doing all right. This is just kind of like a big passion project for me. This is ways for me to be social. But I would love to be able to hit partner and just be able to take like 50 to 70% of whatever I make in revenue and just give it to charity. Like just here you go. Here. Hopefully this helps you. You know? Like I think that would be amazing.
Oh, yeah, that would be. Especially doing like charity streams and stuff too. Because you can
Oh
generate
yeah.
a lot of good with those kind of streams.
Well, yeah, a lot of good, but a lot of pain depending on what your chat makes you want to do. Like eating the
Yeah,
hot sauce.
for me,
Yeah.
that would probably be horror games. I am a bitch. I don't like horror. But that would be great content for people that like to see people freak out.
Yep. And speaking of that, September and October, like after my birthday, we host a charity event and we raise money for St. Jude or Extra Life. We typically alternate. So this year it will be Extra Life, but I always raise money for
Awesome.
children's cancer events.
Yeah, everybody definitely go check that out when it happens.
Oh yeah, it's coming up soon.
Yeah, we're just about to start September too. The year's just flying by.
Right? Like, I don't know, like when COVID first started, it's like this year never moved, and now it's like, where are we at now? What year is it?
Honestly, sometimes it still feels like it's 2020.
Right. Well, I mean, I get confused because I've been in stores and it's like, oh wow, this thing is now hip and in, or my kids are like, I'm excited about this, and it's like, honey, like I had that like when I was a kid. What are you talking? They brought it back. They brought these vintage things back. I was like, yeah, no, this is brand new, and I'm like, you fucking liars.
And yeah, I agree with you, Alice. We're two of the same. Okay, this is... I assume this would be a taboo question for a DJ or a musician, but do you have a favorite music genre?
Ooh, yeah. I know a few people that are here in chat who already kind of know this question. But yeah, no, I'm really into like electro, EDM, really getting into minimal too, like Rez's mommy. And yeah, just there's so much music that I'm into, and there's so much music that influences me. The only thing that I will never be able to like 100% get into is country. And nothing against people who like country. I just can't fucking do it. I can't do it. Like, I've tried. I can't.
That's totally fair. I personally know a few country songs that I actually like and keep in my regular playlist. But I'm not going out of my way to listen to the country genre.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Oh, I don't know if you want to tell your chat this, but
Oh,
what song would be played endlessly on loop in your personal hell?
100% Baby Shark. No lie. 100% Baby Shark. I had kids. All of them were obsessed with it. I literally had a stuffed animal that was gifted to my kid, and I may or may not have accidentally wink wink watched it. Wink wink. And the voice box no longer works. Oops. So yeah, no, it's Baby Shark. In those that created that, yeah, you on YouTube.
I hope your kids don't actually watch this video.
Yeah. Oh no, they know. I've confessed.
Oh,
to them.
okay.
Because now they're like, oh my god, Baby Shark cringe. I'm like, funny you say that. Now I use it as a form of torture. It's like, all right, we're gonna watch Cocomelon if you keep acting up, and like, I'll threaten to ground you, like take like like an electronic away. No, it's like you're gonna watch Cocomelon, and they're just like, I'm sorry, I'll be good. I'll be good.
Whatever works. What skill would you say has taken you the longest to improve?
Right now would be working in Unity and Blender, working on 3D models. It is a lot of overwhelming things to work on, and especially when you start working with like colliders and like how things interact with the new Fizzbone systems. It's a little overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. But that would be like probably the hardest thing that I was learning next to like getting into like actual music production. So like those would be like a tie at this point.
Okay. Personally, I'm more of a vocalist than a musician, but while I would love to get into music, I don't have any composers, and I don't have the money to pay for one, so I'm not going to ask anybody.
I've always been shy about singing. I've like it's funny like being here on Twitch and then it's like, yeah, no, I can talk and talk and talk, and it's like in person I'm like, hi. Like super awkward.
I've managed to get past that personally a bit, but I am an extrovert ever since I came out as trans. Like, I used to be hardcore introvert, and now I'm just trying to get into any single conversation I can, even if it's small talk.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
It's just a skill that needs building. Let's see, what food do you like that not many others do?
Oh, I already know this, and I get roasted by my chat in my Discord all the time. I love eating seaweed. Like, just seasoned seaweed. Just straight up seaweed. And they're like, ew, that's gross. And it's like a potato chip from the sea. Like, it's so good, and it's good for you.
I have never actually tried that. I've only ever had seaweed in sushi.
It's amazing. Like, there's so many brands that are out there that you can get, but just any, especially if it's like with like rosemary oil. Oh God. Oh, I could eat that all day. Just give me that.
Well, it sounds like something I have to try now, given how well you like it.
Yes.
Seasoned weed.
Seasoned weed? Dude, is that seasoned weed? I'm calling the police. 911, what's your emergency?
This guy seasoned my weed. What topic could you talk about the most?
Oh my God. I could talk about music. I could talk about anime, video games, especially like the horror genre. Ugh. I've gotten into full blown like lectures for like Fatal Frame and which is one of my favorite franchises. Fatal Frame, Resident Evil, and Silent Hill. Just hours upon hours of talks, lectures, theories, things like that.
Okay.
Sometimes to the point where people will be like, "Hey, I love you. Shut up." Like, I'm like, okay.
Rude. Let people enthuse about their likes. Oh. Well, now we get to that question you mentioned earlier. Who is the most what's the most interesting... Oh, no. That's a different question. Who is the most interesting person you have met or interacted with?
Oh, well, apparently we're all gonna die down here. So the most interesting person that I've ever met
Or interacted with?
Oh wow. Okay, so there's actually quite a few.
Lightning round.
I've been really good friends with a lot of like voice actors within Funimation. So like I know like Monica Rial, Tiffany Grant, Brittany Karbowski, DC Douglas, Scott McNeil, and I'm actually friends with a lot of them on Facebook. I'm actually friends with the voice actor for Gurr, Doug Smith. I've shared a cigarette with Norman Reedus.
You have?
Yeah, but this is
Jealous.
probably... Oh, this is going to be the icing on the cake, though. I've actually had dinner with Stan Lee.
No.
I swear to God, I had dinner with Stan Lee. It was at Fandom Fest in Lexington, Kentucky. It was a convention. I got brought out to be a DJ guest for
That's
the anime
awesome.
sector. And we all got together and we had food with Stan Lee. And it was great. He's a trip. Like that, like for a man that age, oh my God, he was just absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, he seemed like a special person, to be honest. I didn't get to meet him directly. I have been in, let's say, his presence at an anime convention before. Like, I'm waiting in line for the ticket, and somebody shouts out, "Hey, it's Stan Lee!" We all look, and of course, it's him walking by.
Yes.
But the closest I actually came to him myself was at that same anime convention. There was a random, "Hey, everybody that's doing Marvel cosplays, get together, we'll take a photo shoot." And
that's
then,
what's up.
Guess who shows up and sits right in the middle and nobody says a thing?
Stan Lee.
Yep.
Yep.
He was...
God.
He lived such an accomplished life.
Yes.
So, switching gears a little bit, what does your ideal breakfast include?
Ideal breakfast? every day, all day, every day, is biscuits, sausage biscuits and gravy. I could eat that all the time, nonstop.
So like biscuits, the kind of like English biscuits.
Yeah, so like think like just like your basic biscuit, right? And then there's like this like spicy like gravy sauce that you pour on the biscuit, and it gets all soggy, and then you eat it, and it's so good. It's so good.
Wait, some random geek, you got to ask Stan Lee why the anime he wrote the story Hero Man hasn't made it to the US? Did you ever get an answer? Because I would see that. I would want to see that.
So thank you for the raid. Hello, honey. Hello.
Ooh, Raiders, welcome.
Yes.
Hope you guys had a fun stream.
Yeah.
Do.
Welcome to the interview. We hanging out with Briley.
Yeah. We're like about halfway through the questions, and then we'll be opening it up to open mic chat.
Yep, we'll let y'all come in and ask questions.
Just please keep it to Twitch TOS.
Yeah, don't get me banned.
Either of us, please.
We're so close to TwitchCon. I can't get banned. I can't go out like this.
If you could have lucid dreams, what would they be about?
Oh God. So funny you say that. Usually I like that's mostly how I dream, is this very like realistic lucid dreams. They get interesting. Like it'll start out with like, like how any other day would be, and then things get weird. Like zombies, or like, just paradoxes, or like one time I was like in space. There was another time where like I had the ability to fly. Like there's some times where it's like they're so real, I'll wake up and I'm like, I'll have to like ask my partners like, hey, did we do any of XYZ? And they'll be like, no. just,
No, Zero, we just woke up. According to Stan Lee, it was Japanese companies weren't allowing Hero Man to be licensed in the US because of lack of interest. We gotta start an internet petition.
Agreed.
What story would you say has had the biggest impact on you?
As far as like just like things that I've heard, and like
it could be a book, it could be a movie, it could be a folk story.
Honestly, probably one of the biggest books that had an impact. Oh my God, Loki, Jesus, for the homie, yo, thank you, I appreciate you. 25 dollies, thank you.
Oh wow, appreciate you, fam. So generous.
Thank you. Honestly, I read before the movie was ever a talk, before VR ever being a home device. I like, oh my God, just the whole metaverse, just the whole metaverse concept, and I'm trying to remember the name of the book and the movie, where they were like in the metaverse and they're like trying to like save the metaverse.
Ready Player One.
Thank you. I was like, oh my God, brain work. I'm also burning on like literally like, thank you, Ready Player One. So yeah, no, I'm burning on like I've been awake for over 24 hours, so it's like brain go burr.
That was me yesterday.
Yeah,
Twinsies.
Let's go. So yeah, Ready Player One like was like, it always like wowed me. I was like, man, like what would it be like one day if we ever get to the point where it's like, hey, like this is gonna be a thing, and now here we are. There's virtual utopias that people can use for escapism, and I never thought that would be a thing, but it always inspired me to like get into like researching technology more, like trying to figure out like what can we do with technology. And what kind of got me driven down a path of like cybersecurity and getting into networking and things like that. And at one point, was my dream to get into game design, sound design for video games.
Oh, yeah?
Hmm.
I actually have a background in game design.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's what I went to college for. And now I'm in construction.
I almost went to college. I was gonna go to Full Sail University, and then I decided to start a family.
Valid choice.
Yep, and then that just turned into lots of work and lots of growth as a human. But I wouldn't change it for the world.
You're just a nerd. Scientical. That's what I'm going to call you. Is there anything on your mind, Zero, you feel should have more attention brought to it?
Honestly, like I feel like some of the big things, like kind of like I don't know. I don't want to get like super political right here, but like honestly, like one, like I feel like we need to like look at like laws and things like Roe versus Wade. Like I really feel like we should eventually have that like overturned and like just to be able to like have autonomy rights again. Like I feel like so many individuals' rights, identities, and things are being challenged at this point, and I don't think that's cool. Like like because like had it not been for transitioning, I don't think I'd be here. Like my life was so hard, so miserable, and now it's like imagine somebody coming in and going like, "Hey, you're insert demographic, but we have an issue with insert demographic, so we're gonna police and just tell you that you're not this, and we're gonna set up like these really really bad like camps, groups, bills that are really damaging to LGBT youth. Like I wish there was like LGBT like health like sex ed just growing up, like understanding like like hey like it's not just man and woman, like it could be woman and woman, or what a trans person is. And I feel like that would have like cured so many things that like I had suffered from in my youth. Like it could have
100%
just
agree.
yeah.
Like, I wouldn't have gotten a specific surgery at 14 if I had information about being trans. I had that,
Right.
if I had the, what's the word? The wording, I guess.
Yeah.
If I had that
The
knowledge, my life would be totally different right now.
See, like, and what kills me too is like, like, yeah, there's more information about like trans people, and there's more content creators that are more forthcoming and outcoming. But like back when like, especially like you and I are around the same age, so like you've probably have seen and experienced just about as much as I have. But like back then, like trans people were only viewed as a fetish. Like you would go to like a nonchalant website, if you know what I mean.
You're
And
also forgetting we were also the butt of jokes for a very long time.
oh
Thank you,
yeah,
Ace Ventura.
yeah, well yeah,
I actually
uh,
liked that movie until the ending.
yeah, same. And it's like, no, you were doing so good, but like, I honestly like, I wish there was more information. Like that would have like answered so many questions and my internal struggles as I was like trying to like figure out like why am I like this? And now I know I'm just gay, like so.
Yeah, that's just part of life, unfortunately. At least now we can try and extend out our reach to let people know, hey, we dealt with that stuff too. You're not alone.
Yeah.
What do you say you rebel against?
Racism, homophobia, and just I don't know, just like wrongdoings, like people just being like assholes for the sake of being assholes. Like that's why like what you were joking about like like before we started face
Pokey.
but about like the whole like hate rate thing, like like I eat those people for like energy, just nom like suck it haters, because like like a lot of like people get bullied, and then that like severely impacts them, whether that be from a content creating side, from just a general, like, I just want to be on this planet and be here, the unaliving.
Yeah.
So, like, like, I will forever, be that voice for you, or stand up for you, or give you information when people want to, like, hide that information, or to just kind of like be there. I want to be your hype girl and just like, yeah, you got this. You can do this. It's all right. Keep being you.
We're two of the same mind.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing that I really rebel against myself is those that maliciously want to cause harm to others for no real benefit. Well, to put it that way, I guess.
Yeah.
That includes all the phobes, all the, honestly, most business owners, because most of them are exploiting their workers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. Being in retail, I very exploited. So
Yeah. I don't think I've actually worked a job where I didn't feel exploited, and that's not something every worker should deal with. It's not something any worker should deal with.
agreed.
What do you
Like,
wish was illegal?
oh, besides homophobes and transphobes and things like that.
Yes.
Honestly, just kind of like what we were getting into before, just like people having rights and like being treated as human beings, like contrary to what I'm about to say, I have a big beef with Amazon. I used to like manage an Amazon. I used to work in one of their warehouses, and it was not safe. It was not good. And I
I
don't feel
worked
like
for them
no
too.
worker should ever walk into a place of business to make, an honest dollar, and then have to worry about, am I going to have a heat stroke? Am I going to be pushed to my physical limits? Am I going to have to sleep on the side of the highway or the roads because I'm so exhausted by the time I get off work, despite how much sleep or food or whatever I've, done to prepare me for this workday? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that's fair or right or legal, and it's really messed up.
We should dismantle capitalism. It's what I'm working
Absolutely.
on.
Abso-freaking-lutely. But
I mean,
I 100% agree with that.
I am a supporter. I do shout out. I do signal boost, like any sized person that wants the signal boost. And I'm going to be honest, I do it for a little selfish reason. Because when more people have bigger platforms, they don't have to work in the standard labor force,
Yeah.
which drives the value of the standard labor force up, which drives my value up.
Yep. And the other thing, honestly, I just want to add this in here too. The other thing that I think should be illegal is stigmatization of sex workers. Because honestly, I feel like people that do sex work, that's real work. Like, I think that's like legit, honest work, and like a lot of people are like, ew, no, ew, God, how's that real work? I can't know. But then it's like, but do you like actually like consume the content? You know?
Yeah. And
And
I
so, like,
appreciate you saying that. That helps me.
like,
That puts me at ease a bit.
yeah, like, I
Because
mean,
I'm like
I
loosely
used to
into
do
it.
it. Yeah, like, I mean, like, I did it for a little bit, and it's still work. I'm still doing like all the same stuff that I would have been doing as a content creator, just in a different light, if you know what I mean. But like, it shouldn't be like negative or stigmatized. And
Yeah,
I
exactly.
100% support sex workers. Like, I'm actually like pretty decently good friends with like a lot of different sex workers. And honestly, like,
You and me both.
y'all are amazing. Like, keep up the good work. Keep on the grind. You guys, you all are amazing. And like,
Thank
just,
you.
yeah, normalize sexuality, and sex work is work.
It
Yeah.
is. Whew. Okay, now we're actually circling to that question. What's the weirdest way you've met somebody? Well, okay, second weirdest, because we're not going to talk about the weirdest.
Yeah, no, we talked about the weirdest one. That cannot go on YouTube for any reason.
That's forbidden knowledge. I'm sorry, chat.
Oh man.
Good story though.
Yeah. So God, probably the weirdest time that I've ever like, physically have met or interact with somebody would have to be Greg Ayers, just because the one person I do want to talk about, like I said, I don't want either one of us getting banned. But so we met through like an like kind of like a like small little DJ beef like back in the day, because like I just started recently taking on running this anime convention, and being 16 and running an anime convention is very scary. And when you're like booking DJs and like pioneering a bunch of stuff within like the music scene, and at the time like most con DJs was like a wedding. It was like a very like, hi, who's the bride, who's the groom, or
like a very sterilized kind of thing.
Yeah, it was very bland and boring. I was like, man, no wonder why these rooms are empty. It's like I work around with music and I mix, so like if you're interested, like I wouldn't mind trying to put on a show for you guys. And we pioneered like the first multi DJ'd events that are now like standard.
Nice.
Like, because again, cons back then were, if you were young and going to the like an anime con, it was like you were the very odd one out. Now it's like usually it's like the older people. It's like, yeah, it's like the old people are they're still there, but it's very young, like middle school even. I'm just like, wow, y'all are babies. Like, this is crazy. But yeah, no, like it was just, I don't know, it was just crazy to like kind of like see how that like all played out. And so at one point there was a guest, and I didn't know like the voice actors at the time or who they were, or and when I heard like, oh yeah, this person was like coming on this show, and it's like, I didn't book them, like who the hell is this? And it kind of like sparked a little like beef between us. And like like we went back and forth, and then when I realized, I was like, oh wait, they're about as much of a nerd as music as I am, what? And then like we just started talking like at a show, and like we buried like any drama. And now it's like we're really good friends. Actually, if it wasn't for him, again, I probably wouldn't be here, because he was on the phone when I went through a very traumatic time in my life and was rushed to the hospital. And he stayed on the phone with me the entire time and checked up on me. And we have a lot of memories and history together now.
Oh wow, that's so sweet of him.
So yeah, that was a very interesting way. Is like, I don't like you. I don't like you. Now we're best friends. Like, what? So yeah.
Enemies to besties, the best character arcs.
Yes.
You remember our first Ohio into that you played?
Oh my god. Wow, that's been a minute. Oh my god, yeah. That was back when their theme were like Power Rangers with sporks. I still remember that. That was back when I went by my, yeah, no, they're mascots. So it's like Ohio, and then like they had like little like mascots that looked like Power Rangers, but they weren't Power Rangers. And their weapons were like sporks. Like, I'll have to find some of my old badges from that convention and take a picture. And I'll have to send it to you, because it's, oh wow, that was, yeah, God, I was such a baby then. God damn.
Honestly, when I look back anything past 4 years ago, I think of myself as just a baby.
Oh god, right?
That's at 27.
See, it's weird when I like see like congoers that I remember that are like teeny tiny like children, literal like middle school kids, like running around like borderline, like when you were like when you first got into something and you were in the cringe level, like where it's just like I don't know, for example with like anime cons where you run around, it's like, hiya, Ikidakima, like, you know, like, and then you're just like, oh god, why did I do that? Why did I do that?
I had some cringe years, I won't deny that. I wore a Naruto headband to high school.
I wore cat ears to high school.
But we were two popular people.
Oh yeah, it's super popular. Like, but like, it's weird seeing them now, like grown up with kids, and I'm like, when did you grow up? When did you get married? You're this old. You're not allowed to grow up. I'm not this old. Like, what the fuck? Like, so it's so crazy to like see that.
Have a good night, Orphan, and thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, have a good night.
I remember glomping at cons.
I remember yaoi paddles.
I remember those too. I've been hit by a few. By hit, I mean like a little tap.
Oh no! When I got hit with the yaoi paddle, no, like that bitch broke. That bitch like broke on my butt, like uncool. Like yaoi, I understand why yaoi. Like the best way to remember yaoi was owie. Like
yaoi owie.
Yowie owie. Yowie owie.
Yeah. Oh god. What makes me feel old is whenever my friend reminds me that, like, oh, we put on Much Music Retro and Britney Spears came on, and I'm like, oh god, she's retro?
Yeah.
Oh. I got my namesake from her.
I still love the fact that, like, you know, like, she finally got, like, you know, released from her, like, you know,
conservatorship?
Yeah, the conservatorship.
Like, it's so awful for her. And I do not blame her at all for not touring ever again.
Oh, I don't. Now she's living her best life, and I'm here
enjoy your life, girl.
Yeah. But, like when you hear, like, kind of like the oldies on, like, the radio, like, if I'm ever, like, where I can't, like, you know, hook my phone up, and then it's like you're sitting there and you're listening to like stuff that like you're like rocking out in high school, and now it's like, this is oldies? Oh fuck. Like
Scott yes. Aha is considered oldies.
Yes it is. That's right up there with the greats like, you know, Bach and, you know.
Oh my god. I want to keep making jokes like that, but it literally hurts my joints every time I do.
I'm truly grandpa now. You have ascended to Silver Fox Final Evolution.
Who doesn't like a silver fox, honestly?
Oh god.
What's the most amazing natural occurrence you've ever witnessed?
Ooh, besides childbirth, I know that's kind of like a common thing. I've witnessed a meteor shower before.
Ooh.
Ow.
There's one.
Why am I getting bonked for that one? What the?
Linkle just loves you.
But I'm getting bonked. I did something. I didn't do anything lewd.
Wait, you got an actual bonk?
They did a lily bonk. Shy lily bonk emote in there.
Oh, rude.
Yeah, I know, right?
I stand against ACAB. I stand with ACAB, stand against cops, and the people trying to send you to Horny jail are just different kinds of cops.
Yep. Horny jail for life. Wow, let's see. I've gotten, let's see. I've seen a solar eclipse. Obviously shooting stars, childbirth.
You don't like Silver Fox? Everyone has their own tastes.
So, like, all right, real talk. Hear me out. How many of you have seen the KFC where it's like the stripper Colonel, right? Tell me.
Oh my god, Daddy.
Give me them wedges. Give me that extra crispy. God.
I have a lot of lesbian friends, so when I do actually enthuse about my attraction towards men, a lot of them don't get it. But
right.
And I've got a good relationship with my parents, so I don't really get attracted to people that would be like my grandparents' age. But holy shit, the Colonel. He can popcorn my chicken any day.
Hey yo. Also, I'm shocked that none of my chat has caught on to the joke about silver foxes. Ah. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm done being cringe.
Hey, be confident in your cringe. It's why we love you.
I was molded by the cringe, birthed in the cringe.
You merely adopted the cringe.
How's my memory? My memory's pretty good.
I've got about 16 gigs.
Yeah. It's running on full cylinders, but I mean, like one of the hard drives might have failed, but
Would you ever try space tourism if given the chance?
oh my god, yes! Sign me up, slap me in a mecha, and send me to space. Let's go. I've always been like infatuated with space.
Oh, I've always been into sci-fi too.
Right, like and like that. Between space and robotics, my birth for like giant mecha was born, and yeah, no. Like if given the opportunity, like send me free floating in space.
Riddle me this.
Oh
Where
my
was the password
god!
I don't know used to unlock?
No, you did not. I know exactly what I don't know was, and that was for a certain it was for a certain mainframe password that may or may not have possibly, I don't know, shut down an entire school district.
What?
So yes, no, I know exactly what you're referring to with that. I know exactly what you were referring to that.
Alice, send me to a galaxy far, far away and give me a saber? Same.
Let's go. But yeah, no, like I just think space is neat. Incredible memory, of course. How could I forget that?
Yeah, when
Like,
you're
what is
taking down
biggest
the man, you don't forget that shit.
right? My question is: are you packing a single saber or a double-ended saber?
Me, I prefer the single.
I
The
saw
pan has a
that. They
working
also
gun.
got a
Isn't that
yeah, no,
just a slightly moving statue? I
it
still want to
is.
see it.
Think of it as like giant Gunpla, but like it's really neat. It's
Yeah.
really neat.
It lights up, it moves. Alice with that double-bladed lightsaber.
Yeah, that's what's up. We double blade in here. Let's go. But yeah, no. They also got a giant Ava too. Like, oh,
Phantasy Star, Star Wars. Ooh, tough call for me. I love both of them.
Fantasy Star or Star Wars. I mean, both are good. And once we're talking about Fantasy Star NGS, then yeah, no. Star Wars.
When I see Phantasy Star with the PH, I always think Phantasy Star Online. And I had so
Yeah,
many fond memories of that game. Episodes
agreed.
1 and
Same.
2.
It was so good. I had it for all the consoles and PSP at one point.
Oh, wow. I did play PSO2 for a while, but didn't really have friends to play with, so I kind of fell away from it. You currently play PSO2? Well, maybe I should install it.
I mean, I
Talking about
I like
Star Wars and you bonk me?
I like PSO2. The NGS is like the only thing that's like, I don't know, like it was very bland. I hope they do better. Sega, if you ever see this VOD, do better. Please make actual decent content, make the game not poopy again. Please.
Yeah.
And bring back Hatsune Miku concerts.
Oh, Sai, you bonked yourself because you're not a fan of Star Wars, I guess.
Hey, we condone self bonking here in this chat.
What would you say you resent paying for the most?
Oh God, things that I resent paying for the most. Ooh,
You bonked yourself because your thought was not wholesome? That's what my chat is for. I love horny chat. That's totally allowed in my chat. Flirt
honestly,
with me. I don't care. I love it.
The engagement ring that my ex had,
Yeah?
I utterly regret it. giving 9 years, let alone like I the only good thing that ever came out of that was like my 4 kids, but that engagement ring was so expensive, and she just never did, like appreciated it.
Aw.
So yeah,
I'm
that
not
would
the
be.
biggest fan of jewelry anyways.
But I was always a person that never really came from like a person of money. Like I worked my ass off to get whatever I had. So like it was kind of like a big deal whenever I did buy something. I would thoroughly like educate myself and invest and
Okay.
learn about my investments before I would just like, wee, let's go in and buy it.
Sided
That
dildo
was
saber. Oh, Sayula, I love you. But yeah, I honestly can relate to that, Zero. I didn't come from money myself. I'm not made of money now. So when I do spend it on people, it helps to know that they do appreciate it.
yes, very much same. Like I try to help out like, people, friends, family whenever I do have money, but also like at the same time it's like I keep within a budget. I've learned at a very young years of my life like how to manage money, to save money and
Can you
kind of like
teach me?
forecast. Oh yeah, no, like I've worked with a bunch of people about like setting like a safety net, strongholds, buffers, emergency funds, and these are like life skills that like I learned at such a young age, and it helped me get to where I'm at now, and fund like almost everything else that I have on my like streaming equipment and like my entire rig. All of that I've saved and purchased myself outside of the one monitor that was like mysteriously like sent to me. Um and outside of that, yeah, no, like everything that I've done, I've crowdfunded myself, I've saved myself, and I've worked very hard for the things that I have.
Same, honestly, I hate spending money on people who are not appreciative of my gifts. Yeah, like, it's the thought that counts, really, and some people prefer the dollar sign, and I just don't get that. Do. Ooh, on to the last question before we open it up to the floor. What workers have the worst job?
Honestly, food and retail have the worst. The only other thing that I would say would be up there next to worst jobs, and I only know this just because my partner, my non-binary partner Luna, her cousin works as a vet tech, and that job has been so emotionally damning to them. Like everyone's gonna say, like, yeah, no, like retail is the worst. Yeah, no, you deal with a bunch of like angry, enraged, entitled people, and
Yeah,
just
it's
your
not great.
run of the mill like buttheads. But
But I
uh,
can think of a few reasons why it would be extremely hard to be a vet tech.
yeah, and especially if you're an animal lover, oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's just it makes that even worse because it's like man, like like I like you want to see every little cute face come in, and then it's like when they have to be put to sleep, or the owners will abandon them, and it's like that's emotionally jarring.
I cannot imagine that. Abandoning a pet? Like,
Right.
how? I put myself $1,000 into debt to save a pet.
I have done such a thing, and like losing an animal is hard. Like
It really is. Like, a lot of people talk down about that. Oh, you got another raid from
hello,
E4
E4.
Estrogen.
Hello.
Welcome, chatters.
Sorry about this cough.
I mean, things happen.
Ye.
But that does kind of run me through all my questions. We can hop into your Discord if you'd prefer, so we can just have people jump in. He's
All
such a...
right. Why are you such a bottom? Why are you such a
Wait,
sussy bottom?
ask who's such a bottom, me or Zero? Oh, Sai, that's not very long ago.
Oh, hugs in chat. Can we get some hugs in chat for Sai?
Everybody give Sai some hugs.
Okay. So here's how this is gonna work. We're gonna join my Discord. If anyone wants to pop in and ask a question, or if you want to type it in chat, I'm 100% down to answer questions. But stipulation round, you can also be asked questions.
Oh, I can?
Plot twist, chat. You can ask her a question too.
I am down to answer everything.
So, we will go into the stream chat, and I'll meet you there.
See you there. And we're here.
So, yeah. By the way, welcome, Raiders. Welcome. Hi.
Welcome. And hello there, E4.
Yes,
it's available.
So we got E4. We got E4 on the voice.
Alice, you're tougher than me. I have to take pills because I'm a bitch.
Zero, I'm waiting for my answer.
Yes, caller. What is your answer?
Why are you so submissive and breedable?
Because she's cute.
Well, I'm. I don't know.
That's cool. I answered that for you, Zero. You're cute.
And my follow-up question is, why are you so hot?
That's right. Like E4's actually got to meet me IRL for a show.
I stepped on her.
Yeah, she literally stepped on me.
Really?
In all context. All right, like no horny though. It was.
No, I was just telling Zero about her place.
It was the crack. It was the crack my back, and
oh, okay.
And yeah, no, it worked. Oh, I got like 4 pops, and it was like right after I got done performing. And
I was wearing Croc sandals.
Yeah,
you were. That was the only thing I judged you on.
They're comfy, okay. Thank you for having me, Zero. I hope you get some good, honest questions, but I will be stepping out. I hope you enjoy the raid, and I hope you have a lovely stream.
You too. Thank you for...
Thanks for popping in. You have a good night.
No problem.
Day.
I'm always happy to do it for a good friend. I will have a good night. Thank you for asking. Goodbye.
You get wiggles.
Sai is asking what's the favorite thing to cook for both of us and eat?
Ooh, things that are good to cook and eat. Oh, let's see. Honestly, like I like cooking steaks. I like cooking pork chops, but I also enjoy cooking some good old gyoza with some ramen.
Ooh.
Some ramen.
How do you do your steaks? I prefer to barbecue them.
So I do a pan sear, and I make them medium rare, to the point where it's like it's cooked. But if you listen ever so closely when you cut into it, it may moo at you. I don't know, but it's so good, so good.
Sai's favorite is deep dish pizza. Pizza is probably up there for my favorite food, but in terms of cooking, yeah, I do like making pizza. I just haven't made any crust from scratch in forever. It's a big hassle, but I do love making pizza. Medium rare or nothing. Agreed.
Yeah, no, like if it's anything above medium rare, you've
burnt your dinner.
That is a crime against all food kind and steakies. Sin, absolute sin.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say not just pizza is my favorite. My girlfriend can confirm this, but if I'm having a pizza, 9 times out of 10, it's Hawaiian. I just love my pineapple.
Oh my god, you and Volpix Alex would get along because she also does pineapple on pizza.
Oh yeah,
and like my whole she'll do a ham and pineapple and black olives, and she's like all about it. So like it's not bad. It's just an acquired taste. My pizza is kind of weird though. I actually am lactose intolerant, so I have to eat my pizzas without cheese.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's weird. It's like a breadstick with like a lot of meat.
Do you ever, or have you ever tried like non-dairy cheeses?
I have. It's just it's not the same. I know what normal
that's
cheese
true.
tastes like. And it does taste really good. And then like the imitation cheese is like gross. It is so gross.
It really is. But I mean, gotta work with what you got.
Yeah.
Alice asking, you ever make pasta from scratch? I've made noodles from scratch in high school.
I've never done homemade pasta. I've wanted to.
Yeah, like aside from the noodles, I actually do homemade pasta quite a lot. It's just the noodles take forever to do.
Yeah. Like I wish honestly I wish I had a bigger kitchen because if I did, I would learn. I've made homemade bread before.
Oh, me too.
Like I've made sourdough bread bowls.
Oh yeah?
And then I fill it with soup.
Ooh, that sounds pretty good.
Like I don't know if it's just like an Ohio thing. It's like, hey, we take bread and then things that shouldn't have like, liquid poured on it, and then like chili dogs. Like we pour chili onto hot dogs. And like everywhere else they're just like, ew, why? Why do you do this? This isn't chili. I'm just like,
Have you ever had like a beef stew bread bowl? Oh, those are so good.
Yes. Oh my god. Beef stews are really good. Chicken and dumpling. I don't know why it's just let that just sit and soak.
I haven't tried chicken and dumpling soup yet.
I can send you a couple like recommendations for soups and just throw it in a bread bowl.
Do it.
Yeah.
I make lasagna with no dairy. That would be interesting to try. I do like lasagna myself, but I'm honestly not a fan of like sour cream or cottage cheese. It has to be like mixed in a lot for me to be okay with it.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have a hard time with that just because like just it's like a texture thing. Like a lot of people are just like, ugh, because like the texture just feels weird.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is with me with cottage cheese. It's not the flavor per se, it's that texture. It upsets my stomach. Let's say with that.
Yeah. I don't know. It makes me sad. I wish I could eat dairy without like feeling like my entire insides are just gonna like absolutely just annihilate me.
Yeah, I've heard that lactose intolerance is not very fun.
Yeah, like a lot of people joke like, ha ha ha, funny fart joke, bloaty, go poot, and it's like, no, it's. I feel like I swallowed a fork and then like put it on spin dry inside my intestines. Like it's a very painful process.
I can imagine. I've never had to deal with that personally. Ricotta and the lasagna with basil?
No, I know Loki IRL, and Loki knows what's up. They know how to cook.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Like, by the way, Zero cooking streams when?
Oh my god. If I could figure out how to like rig my model. Like I don't show like my IRL like self, like very rare anymore. So
those days are behind us.
Yes, but if I could figure out how to rig myself while working in a kitchen, I honestly I wouldn't mind doing a cooking stream.
I've seen a couple interesting ways to do it. Like you could have a camera set down over your foods or your workspace that you're cooking with. The top half of your Vtuber is up there. If you have hand tracking, I have seen somebody that's lined up the camera on the bottom with the Vtuber so that when their hands are above the screen, it's the Vtuber moving. But when they went down, it was actually their hands working with the food.
Yeah, so like I have the ability to do that. I have a Leap C. Just with everything that I'm running right now, that's the only reason why I don't have handsies right now, because I'm running a lot of programs right now simultaneously.
Me too.
So it's like, do I want to lag and be slow and choppy, or do I want to? Yeah, because like my chat can see your hands move, and it's like boop 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 boop.
Yeah, that's actually an old program I haven't really used since I switched over to VC Face. It's really handy to use as like a free to use VTuber program to just get you going with it. It gets you animated in some kind of way. It doesn't do head tracking by default. You can set up a video camera to head track, but my camera's set up for VC face for my stream. But yeah, I really love that the hand actually moves with your mouse. When you type in chat, or when you use your keyboard, your hands are typing. And when you're just moving the mouse around, the eyes are tracking the mouse position. So you actually don't need a camera to get into 3D VTubing.
And that's the like amazing thing. Like I wish like people understood like for those that want to get into like VTubing, you don't have to spend copious amounts of money. Like if you learn how to like use certain softwares, like Unity, if you want to do 3D modeling or more the 2D, you could do Vroid Studio.
That's what I use.
Vroid Studio you can actually use for 3D as well, but like just as long as you like take the time, learn like the ins and outs, like you can do some amazing stuff. And it like even then,
just get a PNG. Right. You can use a pic crew. That's what I started with for VTubing.
I know so many streamers that do that, and it's like I just want to say this now: PNG tubers are VTubers. Stop fucking gatekeeping. Don't do it. Stop it. Stop that noise. Like we all have to start somewhere.
The only gatekeeping I'm going to do is keeping gatekeepers out of my community.
Yeah, like J.K. Rowling out of like any of my like life.
Yeah.
Oops. Ha. That's what we call shade. But yeah, no, like I don't understand why people freak out over PNG tubers. It's like, yo, just let them do their thing. God.
Yeah, some people just want to feel special and they need to shit on others to do that.
Yeah.
Not in the fun way. I kid, I'm not into that stuff.
But chat,
Did you guys hear my girlfriend there?
No.
Okay, but good. Because from the other room, I hear her call out, "Yes, you are."
But if anyone else has any other questions for me or Bradley, please ask.
Yeah, ask away.
We're here. I know chat's already been abusing me a lot during the stream, so.
Or if you want to ask in person-ish, you can just jump into the stream chat. Join us.
Yep. You can join the voice chat in the Discord. I will pop the Discord link here.
Hey,
so if you want to join the Discord, pop in and ask a quickie little questie, you can.
Yeah. We're down to answer any questions, really, and we're going to keep it within Twitch TOS, so be aware of that.
We're here to answer all of your questions. Here late night on Twitch.
I put
also, by the way, my community, yo, if you can, please go click that shout out that I just, sneaky was like posting in there, and go give this lovely bean a follow, for real.
And if anybody in my chat doesn't happen to know, check out Zero, seriously. She is awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I love how I've set up the shoutouts. But, oh my god, that's an old clip.
Oh my god. Oh, wow. That was when we... Alright, so, I don't know how many people in my chat have, know who Rain, the LGBT comic. But we actually
or a comic strip?
Yeah, no, it was a comic strip.
Oh, okay.
So, like, she did, like, the point of view. It's a trans comic artist. She's currently working on a new project. And, like, during, like, kind of, like, her little, like, brief break before coming back and wrapping up Rain, I reached out to her and I was like, you know what? Like, I've interviewed a lot of different people for, like, life and transition, to talk about their transition stories. And I could not recommend her comics enough to everybody who was, genderqueer in some way, shape, or form and questioning. Because, like, they had, like, gender fluid people on there, non-binary people on there, trans people, trans mask. Like, a bunch of different people represented in one comic. It was so neat. because like the whole concept of rain and all the different umbrellas within the LGBT community. Word puns. So yeah, no, we did an interview with her, and yeah, no, somebody caught me doing a little vapey, like in between questions.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, I should definitely check that out.
Yes.
Do you still happen to do those interviews?
I'm trying to get back into it. I've taken quite a break from doing those interviews. It was like right at the beginning of COVID, because like when COVID happened, like honestly, I was so depressed. Like I didn't know what I was gonna do, or like now that I was finally feeling more comfortable in my skin and like ready to do shows. Like I don't know if anyone's seen Bo Burnham's Inside, but like one of his songs that he does just hit so freaking close to home, because um like how he felt about like getting back into like the music scene is kind of like how I felt. But like All Eyes on Me was such a powerful song, because it's like, all right, cool, I finally feel okay being seen and viewed as a woman, getting back on stage performing and being recognized as a female, and not just like a femboy or whatever, like I like an actual woman. I finally had confidence again, and COVID happened, and everything shut down. No more conventions, no more shows, no more live performances, no more DJing, um no more seeing friends, and it kind of hit my mental really bad.
Yeah, it
And
was hard for most people, honestly.
yeah, so I took a massive break from doing those kind of like events, or like the streams, just because it is very overwhelming. And now here we are, we're still able to do these events, and I feel like I'm getting to the point where I'm mentally ready to do them again, and I just need to get back on the saddle and do it.
Yeah, I mean, I did that too. I wasn't in any sort of content creation back in 2020, and honestly, I regret not jumping into this sooner. Because for 6 months there, I was at home thinking, I do want to get into this, but then I never pushed myself to do it.
Yeah.
It wasn't until like a year and a half ago that I really started pushing to do that. I wonder how much I could have, or how much further along I would be had I started in 2022 or 2020. But hey, I'm still happy with the growth I've seen.
Right, and I'm really proud of you, because like you've been grinding away on Twitter. I see your posts. I see a lot of your posts, and like honestly, like for all chats, both mine and yours, if you're interested in getting into like streaming, just take the leap, do it.
Do it.
Like you don't like. I've had where people have been nervous, like, well, I don't have like a real expensive rig, honey. I did on an outdated gaming laptop, strategy guides holding my peripherals, and my lighting. I swear to God, like my lighting in like one of my oldest clips, I'm sitting on the floor in a rocking chair, like rocking gaming chair, and I'm streaming on the floor. If like like everyone starts somewhere. You don't have to have a DSLR camera or super expensive like VTubing rig model. You don't have to have the latest equipment. Just have fun, get in.
Yeah, that's the important part. Fun.
Yes. So
full disclosure, I have spent $1 total on my VTuber, and I bought a $60 webcam. Before that, I was using my phone as a webcam.
I used to use my phone to read chat. Like that was my, I had game full screen on my laptop, and I would keep my phone, and it was like one of like my old outdated phones. So like by the time it was like dead, like it couldn't hold a charge the second I unplugged it, because it was that's all it was used for. It was bad.
I mean, you do what you gotta do. It is
Yeah, well,
pretty
if you
important to monitor chat.
yeah. But you know, like just baby steps. You don't even have to use your voice right away. Like you can be mute, you can not have a camera on, you can be a PNG. Like just find you, find your voice, and most importantly, enjoy what you're doing. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, like it's not you're gonna be miserable and you'll get stuck into like this number game. And yeah, like numbers metrics kind of matter, but not to the level that you think. Like when you're ready to take this into like a more mainstream full-time kind of a gig, like like you need to know, like, is this feasible? Like, but if this is just like, I want to get into it as a hobby and just have fun, fuck it, do it. Like, have fun.
Yeah, just do it.
Just do it.
I know quite a few, or at least a handful of streamers that, I'm back, you girls made me hungry. I prefer to make people thirsty. But I've known streamers that don't use any microphone. They just engage with their chat through chat, text chat. And they're just plugging away at their art or just plugging away at a game or something. You gotta work with what you got.
Yeah, and I agree with that. Like, just showcase you, and like everything else will come. Confidence will come. Some people just forever stay mute. Like honestly, like one big streamer that like I do watch from time to time, Socks VR. Socks VR is a partner Twitch streamer. She does like like VR chat, virtual screen effect dancing to different music.
Interesting.
Started doing stuff with like other DJs that like will send her like a mix, and then she does routines to it. She doesn't use her voice. Like when she's in VR chat, she uses her finger to write and talk with chat. When she's in a game, she's in chat and will like respond to your messages. She never talks, like, and like if she can be partnered and not even have to use her voice, and she knows how to use like the assets that she has, not no pun intended, that's
pun intended.
Awesome.
Be confident, girl.
Well, I mean, which her assets are really nice, but like her assets so good, like that inspired me to get my model designed by the same creator. So
oh really? Nice.
Yeah, I know the same person that did Sox's first VR chat avatar is the same person that did my avatar.
That's really awesome. Doop-a-doo.
And yeah, no, Sox is very amazing.
It's the reason I got inspired to stream, because I'm mute too, in a similar way, and if I was like, if she can do it, maybe I can too. Yeah,
absolutely.
You totally can.
Absolutely.
Literally, there's a niche for everybody. I mentioned this the previous interview earlier this stream, but you guys know Final Fantasy XIV?
Yeah.
Yeah, the side content, Palace of the Dead, Heaven on High?
Yeah.
I've watched a Twitch streamer grow to partner exclusively playing that.
Yeah.
So there's literally a niche for everybody. Hell, that guy actually got me into that content.
You know what's crazy is we were joking about like, oh, category, and they were like, yeah, just Minesweeper, and I'm like, Minesweeper, and then I was like, hold on, let's go down this rabbit hole. There is literally a category to play Minesweeper on Twitch.
Also, sorry, I didn't miss your message. You just made me hungry when you put that.
Hangy. Yeah, after all this talk about food, I think I'm gonna make some ramen after stream.
I definitely should as well.
Also, chat. And anyone else have any more questions? Any more, or did we see any more up in chats? Or anyone want to pop in the voice real quick and ask a question? You're welcome to do so as well.
Oh yeah, we're just hanging out in Zero's stream chat.
Yep.
As well, if anybody is interested in getting interviewed like Zero is here, I do have a form y'all can sign up. And I would.
Yep, I'm actually going to copy and paste that in.
I was about to drop it into your chat, but
yeah,
if I don't
yeah.
have to
Oh
pull
no,
up the
yeah.
internet, please.
No. Okay, I got you. Hold on.
I would just sign in to through the chat window in OBS, but I forgot my password.
I wish I could actually think of a question right now. Like, this is like one of the few times I'm literally giving you like full X, and that's a lie. I always leave my streams up to AMA. That way you can bully. Zero, you're a DJ, right? Do you ever do sets in VR chat? I have done a set in VR chat. It was for a recent event. Semper Jack. Get a quick shout out again for Semper. So Semper Jack reached out to me and was like, "Hey yo, a good friend of mine, Adinga, is kind of like in need and has been going through like some like kind of scary medical stuff.
Uh-oh.
And we're wondering like, yo, like, hey, can you whip up a little something something?" I was like, yeah, no, like what I'll do you one better. Cause like I was watching everybody else's, I was like, man, like I don't have like, cool visualizers and stuff. I was like, what else? I got I do have my VR gear. And I literally did like a 45-minute set that was recorded in VR chat. And it was really interesting to balance both the like stage presence that you would normally have whenever like being in a DJ environment, but also like mixing music with a headset on. Was very, very interesting to say the least. I
Really?
do
You
want to
don't typically mix without a headset?
not well. So I usually like I do a lot of like IRL shows. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
I was recently in Tennessee for a KaiCon and DJ'd for them live in like IRL. But so I've been getting into wanting to DJ more, and in order to do so, VR chat was kind of like my new outlet. And
Okay.
so like we would do like private little like one-on-one one-off parties and things like that.
Awesome. I actually did have a couple questions for you. Um, how do you get into DJing? That's something I've kind of dabbled with thinking about, but honestly, I have no idea where to even start. And second, you know that Zero dance video you put out a while back? How'd you do that MMD?
Oh, so the MMD is actually an integration that's within VR chat. So,
really?
yeah. So, what I usually use MMDs to make sure my model is rigged correctly. Clothing malfunctions don't happen. Like making sure everything's painted on correctly, so that there's not the skin texture model from the base model that comes doing a little peekaboo while your model's moving around. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's got kind of very expensive. But yeah, no, it's just a VR chat world that I used, and I occasionally will do like little MMD plugin things from there. But yeah.
Okay, so that was like a dance animation rather than you doing it yourself?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So but yeah, honestly, there's amazing tutorials online. Knowing music, like knowing like like different scales and like how like different scales and octaves kind of work together, but also like learning music and just having that ear. It's like, oh, like I hear this song, but that's cool. But what I could do is I could like literally like, beat grid and mash this in, and just kind of like chop it in and out, or have it like complement like the mix. So like what was it, my most recent mix, which was the KaiCon mix, most of the music, if not like all my tracks, have 2 to 3 tracks running simultaneously at the same time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like it's just kind of figuring out like, all right, this sounds good, and then like how do I build, how do I bridge off this, how do I mix out of this, what can I do to like complement this, do I add an effect, do I not add an effect? So yeah, it's really crazy. And again, yeah, virtual DJ is free. Serato is also free. Record Box is also free. Virtual DJ is probably one of the more easier ones to get into, just so you can kind of like experiment with like how the music programs would work.
Okay,
And if
I'm
you
gonna
want to
check
get
that
into
out.
more expensive gear and getting like actual equipment down the line, because like my rig right now, my DJ rig alone, not counting the coffin box, it is a $5,000 piece.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I run a full on like professional rig,
Yeah,
and
you
it's
do.
expensive as shit. And I'm about to drop another $4,000 into it down the
Oh
line.
wow.
Yep. So
Hero
my goal is
concerts are going to be off the hook.
well, I mean, the money in the equipment does not equal like better production. I just want to have industry standard gear, and that way that also like gets me comfortable with playing on industry standard gear. So like, say I need to do a show and I get booked, hypothetically, like I don't know, like Oklahoma, or I go out to Chicago. Do I really want to bring like almost 200 pounds worth of gear and carry it around all by myself? Probably not. If they have an
Yeah.
in-house gear system, fuck yeah. Or like also like if I'm gonna do a club, they already have their gear in-house. Like there's no way they're gonna be like, yeah, Native Instruments is a great option too. Yeah, that's great for production. Good for production side.
Okay. I've played a little around with Muse Score 3 in terms of
Mhm.
composition, but I'm not the best at composing.
Yeah,
I
and
think I got
again,
decent enough pipes though.
yeah, like it just takes time, and it, like learning music, getting certain assets and things like that to kind of like help your craft.
Hmm.
Really helps. It helps a lot.
Yeah, it's a learning experience. It takes time to build it.
Yeah, and it's a very expensive hobby to get into.
Yeah, I can imagine. Personally, I'm trying to make more musician friends to help me with composure.
Yeah, I need to get a bunch of like new equipment before I can start getting into like the production side of things again. Like I really want to get back into production.
You want a vocalist? Hit me up. I got an amazing range.
Yeah, I would definitely hit you up for that.
Because, like, this is my standard talking voice. But on the flip of a switch, I can go as low as I want. Like, even lower. I've been practicing for 4 years. I might as well be good at it.
Oh, by the way, you want to know? I just figured out another thing that should be absolutely illegal.
Oh, yeah?
Art bots on Twitter. Stop it. Get some help.
Heartbox on Twitter?
Art bots on
Oh, graphics bots. Yes.
Twitter. Stop it.
I'm starting to. Sorry, Alice. I won't do the demon voice. That's scary. Well, unless chat asks for it, then I'll do it. Because I like attention.
Ooh.
But yeah, ever since I was really young, I've been playing with different kinds of voices and practicing that. I've just never really taken the step to set up like a voice acting demo reel. That's something I'm playing with though.
Yeah, I mean, like definitely like have fun with it. Because there's so many different things you can do with vocals.
Oh
like
yeah.
Like knowing a bunch of different vocalists and like interacting with a bunch of different like professional vocalists. One of my favorites is Zoe West. She's a female like hardcore vocalist, and like just getting to like talking like know her and just like watching like some of the stuff that she's come up with. Like watching people like None Like Joshua. God, there's so many amazing, inspiring vocalists. And then like like you see where they started. Even Poppy, like I know Poppy's kind of like a controversial topic within the music scene just because of a lot of things she went through. Sinclair is like a terrible human being, but like she had a southern drawl whenever you would like hear Poppy sing and do her music, like when she first started. and now she's like new core metal, and it's oh god, it chills every time. Well,
I don't
there
really
was a
know
bunch
any of the
controversy
surrounding them.
So there was a little bit of controversy because at one point, Titanic Sinclair tried to emulate his ex-girlfriend when they created Poppy. So when Poppy was created, Sinclair had her dress, her hair was blonde just like his ex-girlfriend, and was doing similar music like his ex-girlfriend. And then like the allegations are like, hey, yo, you stole my content. And then she like, kind of tried to defend herself, and it just got to be a really weird, controversial thing until finally like Poppy was like, I'm done being the puppet, and like broke away, and I was like, yeah, no, Titanic Sinclair is just like a terrible person. That's when things like came more to light, and it was nuts.
Poor Poppy.
Yeah, no, like Poppy had like a fall to rise, not a rise and fall. Like, oh, her new music is just chills.
I'm definitely going to be checking her out.
Oh, please do. You will not be disappointed.
Do you know if she's on Spotify?
Oh yeah, no, she's on Spotify.
Because like I do have issues with Spotify, but at least it lets me play music without eating my data.
Yeah. Like if it wasn't for Spotify, like or Mixcloud, like as far as music, I would have to resort to YouTube, and YouTube like algorithm for randomization is not the best. I'm sorry.
It really isn't.
No offense to anybody who's the YouTube people out there.
Part of me thinks I should put these podcasts onto Spotify sometime.
You should.
Or like these interviews.
Yeah, it's like another way to like get people to like, find you.
Yeah.
Like I honestly, I never thought I would ever make a TikTok, and like I started making a TikTok just for Twitch. And surprisingly, it was like within a month I had like 1,000 followers. Like, why? I'm posting stupid like VR jokes.
I wrote a music player just to avoid YouTube. Nice. Also, yeah, they do have... Spotify does have that thing to turn the progress bar into a lightsaber, and I really love that feature. I just don't like that I gotta keep enabling it every time. Because I keep forgetting how. I know it's like a specific... Oh, yeah, Zero is on TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, is your socials not working?
Yeah, here, I got you. I don't have my TikTok on here yet, and that's just because I took a break. I kept getting banned. Getting banned. I swear to God, like I had the most wholesome so like one of the guys that got me really into doing like VR chat. And he's done some art for my channel. His name's Scoot. And I swear to God, like he disappeared, and I'm happy because he's getting his life together. And he was just like, getting himself figured out. And he went through a really rough situation. And to see him like rise up again is amazing. But like he disappeared off of VR for a while, and he's part of a VR group that we're all part of. And he was online, and like I was like, oh my God, he's on. And so I was like, hey, I'll be right back. And I told like all my other friends, like, I'm gonna go see Scoot. I joined into the world. And I slide up to him and I'm like, hey, yo. And you're like, oh my God, Zero. And he like ran up and gave me the biggest hug. I got fucking banned for like 2 weeks. I had to put in an appeal. You have a good night.
Good night, Loki.
But I literally I had to put a ban appeal in just to get it like removed. And when it was all said and done and I got it removed, I'm like, I got banned for a hug. I was so angry. And it was like child safety. It's like child safety. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
you should know better. You shouldn't hug people in front of children.
Oh my God! How dare I give a hug? It's so weird. So yeah, no, like I had a little beef with like TikTok for a little bit. I'm ready to start making TikToks again. I just need to start, getting clips loaded back up, and then edit them, and then get them ready for TikTok. But yeah, no, like. That video almost got like 10,000 views, like straight up. Yeah, no, like and my videos were blowing up for a while, and then like I got shadow banned for a minute. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna take a break for a minute. and not step on any more toes or like quote unquote community guidelines.
Have to blur holding hands and hugs.
Oh my god, that. All right, whoa, that's TOS trending right there. You be careful with that. You hold hands, they will strike you, smite you.
Good lord, that's so lewd.
Oh god,
holding hands in public. Ugh.
That is so degenerate. You're like, be careful. Like, Twitch might permaban you for that.
Even just mentioning it puts us at risk.
Right, my channel could go at any moment now. I'm a rebel. I'm gonna hold hands. Do it. Like, you ain't gonna stop this handhold.
Rebel with a cause.
But yeah, no, chat. Definitely don't be scared if you have any questions. Like, even if they're goofy, I will answer them. I'm an open book, and Briley here, I'm sure will be more than happy to answer any questions too. Put the hand holding in the bag. In the bag! Do it!
Yep, I'm more than happy to answer any question. I consider myself an open book too. I even have talked about the uncomfortable subjects like the surgery for trans people. Because, like, there are people that genuinely have no idea. And a lot of people getting asked that question, I can understand why they would be bothered by it. But I am not. Just where are we putting questions? You can either put them anywhere in chat or join us in VC if you want to ask directly.
Yeah, no. Oh, I'm so scared. Wait, what, of asking questions or the surgery?
I think she's scared of holding hands.
Oh, whoa.
I mean, it is hardcore stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopping into VC is extremely nerve-wracking. Especially for people that are not really into it. Favorite Pokemon? Mine is Shiny Nidoking.
Oof. I have a few. Everyone that has seen my Eevee collection knows I'm a fan of Eevees and Eeveelutions. I have a giant stuffed Eevee. Like, the thing is massive. Like, it comes like to the tip of the ears. It comes to my butt.
I want one.
And then I also I have a Gunpla Eevee too.
Oh, nice.
I also I think Dratini is absolutely adorable. Little dragon noodle.
Dratini is super adorable. Personally, I love Nidoking Shiny specifically because the shiny versions of Nidoking and Nidoqueen was green. The shiny version of Nidoking is the same coloring as Nidoqueen. So in my eyes, all shiny Nidokings are trans and just misgendered.
Absolutely. Hold on here. I will post my TikTok here.
What's the most unexpected good thing to happen to you since you started streaming? I've got an answer for that one.
What was the most unexpected good thing to have ever happen to you from streaming? Oh, wow. I'll let you go first on that one.
Okie doke. There have been a few things. I've actually gotten a piece of fan art, which was really awesome. I really actually appreciated that. That made my day. But I would say probably one of the biggest, bestest thingies that happened to me. Y'all remember that Twitch partner that played Final Fantasy XIV exclusively?
Yeah.
Yeah, he raided me. I had, like, I was barely 3 average viewers, and then in comes Angelus Demoness with 139 people.
Yo, that's what's up. Oh my god.
That blew my mind. I maxed out at 179 viewers, and by the end of it, had ended up with about 30, which was 10 times my average. Holy shit, that made my day.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's amazing. Like, I would be so nervous. Like, Senpai noticed.
I was so out of nowhere. I was doing a solo deep dungeon run, And, you know, that's what that guy loved to do. And he loves to support smaller streamers, so he just showed up and gave me that huge boost.
What's up? That is 100% what's up. Also, I'm creating a little Word doc just in case if we miss any questions.
I don't think we have yet. I do keep regularly scrolling up.
So, honestly, for me, probably the craziest thing that has happened to me was a couple. Getting followed by Socks VR. I about panicked because, like, again, I look up to Socks a lot. As a content creator, both I respect the fact that, you know, she's unapologetically her, and I love it. I love that so much. But when I got invited to Transmission Gaming, I watched Nicotine a lot, and you know, like I respected her. She was like the third trans content creator that I ever found on this website. The first being Steam Powered HRT and Wandering Raven. And I was like, wow, hold on, like I'm about to date myself. Like, y'all like, oh my god, I get to make my own tags. Honey, like that is what I started with, was community tags. And like you had to like search the variations of transgender, like, you know, femboy, or, you know, things like that. And that's how you found people. It wasn't easy either. And like there was
followed you on Twitter, had a heart attack. Oh my god, that's awesome.
She's so humble though. She's so amazing, like for real. But like so like we were like I found out what you know, Twitch teams were, and they had an all transgender Twitch team, and I was like, you know what? I just hit affiliate. Let's throw our name in a hat, see what happens.
Let's go.
So I applied. I took a shot. I was terrified. I answered all their questions and I waited, and I never heard anything. I'm in the middle of running my Alien Isolation stream, and without warning, Nicotine joins my Twitch stream, is chatting with me. I am crying, literally crying and panicking, and like, oh my god, what? I am a nobody. I didn't even have like 200 followers, and they're like, you know, big face on like, you know, trans face of Twitch, and then it's like, hey, yo, let's get your onboarding going. And she like walked me through it live on Twitch.
Oh wow!
And I could end my stream that night being a proud member of TG, and I've been here ever since.
That is an awesome story.
Yeah, it just blew my mind. And I've gotten to hang out with her a couple times when we were at TwitchCon. Like we sat, we talked. I got bullied a lot on Twitch, where like a lot of people were mad and jealous over the fact that like I was even a part of TG when they had applied multiple times and they were denied. And then they started attacking me in DMs, and they're like, I don't even understand how you got it. Like, you don't even have like a lot of viewers. You don't have like, you know, a lot of followers. Why did you get it? And it started to make me like question myself as a content creator. And I started crying in front of Nicotine at TwitchCon 2019. And I was like, why? Like, I as somber as I could, I was like, why me? Like, why did you pick me? And she was just like, I liked your answers. I liked what you were doing. And it was, yeah. This was your, oh, shut your face. It was, though. It was. But yeah, no, like it's neat, like meeting somebody you idolize, and then they're just like, hey, like I see you as equal, and it's like awesome. Like I fucks with that. I don't fuck with egos. Like if you're here and you see people as people, like I respect that.
I'm facing a little bit of the same thing. I've always been of the opinion that's like, work until your idols become your rivals. And honestly, it feels kind of surreal that I'm kind of reaching that point with you. I mean, sure, yeah. I'm only at 200 followers now. By the way, I fucking love you guys. I didn't expect to hit that.
Yeah. And again, you
But no,
all
we
should
can have
definitely
these kinds of conversations on chat or on stream, hell, even off stream sometimes.
absolutely.
It's a surreal, wonderful feeling. Like, I honestly never expected myself to be in this position just a year ago when my friend, Silixandra, first introduced me into your community.
Oh my god, I remember that. Yeah. Because did she do what? Wasn't it a raid or did she do a mention? I'm trying to remember exactly how that happened.
I believe she had mentioned you to me in DMs and stuff, and then I started checking out your streams. I joined your Discord, though I haven't really been super active in it until recently. But I did meet Alice in your Discord, and she's been a blast to talk to.
See, that's the one thing that like I am very proud with the community that I've built is that there's so many discords there. It's like it's only about me. It's only about me. All about me. And it's like very minimal about building and bringing people together. And I never started Twitch to ever get like Twitch famous or to have a bunch of followers or to have the ability to do what I'm doing now. And like I'm humble for every follower I have, every person that interacts and joins me for like late night sleepy bitch go to sleep Minecraft or whatever game I'm playing in Discord while we just vibe and chat and talk. I've gotten to meet some amazing people just from doing this. I've got to help a couple youth kind of like get on the ball to kind of like figure out like who they were within the spectrum, the gender spectrum. And
I've done that too.
And like I wanted to make like that's why it's like my Discord is known as the Hive, is that like we are all one, like everyone's equal, no one's above anybody else, kind of a deal. We all have equal power, equal say, and they can showcase all the amazing talents. And with all new things that start to pop in, like we've introduced like a furry community for a bunch of the furs that I didn't even know we had. And I was like, hey, look, I made a chat just for you guys. Like, you like PC gaming, console gaming? Hey, here's a chat for you. You're a VR enthusiast? Bam, chat for you. Esports, chat for you. Like,
You like
there's so
Gundam
many
model
things.
kits? Boom, channel for you.
Yeah,
And I super appreciate that channel. Thank you for having that.
Gunpla Prawn. Yes, I
Yes.
love that. I don't want to say the real word because I know this is going on YouTube. But like it's oh god, like it's like so many amazing artists that I've met, so many amazing human beings I've met, and like y'all are special. Like just know that. Like
Really, yeah. I've met so many different kinds of people. I've met people that I didn't actually expect to share same interests. For example, Digitamer Riley. I didn't actually expect to ever meet a Digimon focused VTuber. And then there's also Cat Fiend, and hell, now Darth Alice, as those two are the only Star Wars streamers that I know of. And I want more of those.
yes, I agree. And I wish there was more like Star Wars based games that were out.
True.
Like I don't know if the MMO is still even a thing anymore. Like I remember like
The Old Republic?
I think so, yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know
still
if
around.
I might have to see if I can find my old account.
Yeah, they're still adding story to it too.
That's awesome. Like the most recent Star Wars game that was pretty freaking awesome.
Was that one Fallen Order?
Yeah,
I haven't played it, but I've heard amazing things about it.
I've watched a couple streamers play it, and I was just like, oh, jelly.
Gotta live vicariously through the different streamers.
To do a collab on there.
Yes.
If I can recover my account, like, because I stopped playing after a little bit just because the game was incredibly broken. It's way better now.
It really is.
Yeah.
Sequel to Fallen Order next year? Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
You've beaten Fallen Order, Sai? Nice. It's also on Steam now? Wait, Old Republic?
It should be. Yeah, almost every game that's on Origin is migrating because Origin, if anyone's been in my stream long enough, knows my stance on the Origin launcher. You're a hot garbo. Fix yourself.
I
But yeah,
agree
no.
with that, and I worked for EA.
Yeah. Ouch.
Well, I mean, I was
job.
just QA, but still, I was on their payroll.
That's still what's up, though. You know.
Yeah,
able to
that was
say,
actually
like,
pretty
I worked
fun, honestly. Working on EA UFC for the launch.
Oh wow! So like, so you did all the promotional stuff, right?
No, I actually got hired to do, the night it came out, I was hired to, try and catalog bugs, try and recreate the bugs that people are, finding. And that's what I had done for like 6 to 8 months with them.
That's what's up.
Can't wait till Knights of the Old Republic remaster. I should play that game. Am I fake Star Wars fan for never playing that game?
No, I mean it is an older game. It was kind of hard to get. Like, you either had it on PC back on a CD, or it was on what, OG Xbox. Like, I would say you're a fake fan for not getting your hands on it. And it's rare.
I was kidding. I know we're like we both have communities of Sai saying yes. I love you. We both have communities that are anti-gatekeeper.
The only fake Star Wars fans are the ones that say they're Star Wars fans, but they're really talking about Star Trek. That's the only way I'm judging you. They're not the same.
I've actually been getting into Star Trek lately. I've watched through Next Generation, and we're on Deep Space Nine right now.
It's been so long since I've seen it. I'm so out of date with like any Star Wars or Star Trek references at this point. I did get to meet Captain Kirk once. That was interesting.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
I think probably one of the most interesting people I've met, or at least big celebrities, would probably be Steve Blum.
Oh my god, I love that man. Like, I would literally...
He is such a sweetheart. Like, he agreed to sign my shirt.
Also, I don't know how many of you, like, I don't know if you would consider it ska, but, like, I used to kick it with the pillows. If anyone's a Fully Cooley fan. But yeah.
Yeah, William Shatner played Kirk.
Yep. Steve Bloom's an amazing man.
He really is. I actually made him laugh with the joke.
That's what's up.
It was a joke about Amon from Avatar: Legend of Korra. You've been listening, and Alexandra is a wonderful person and streamer. She really is. She's literally the first friend I made on Twitch. So, like, she and I have been close for a while.
Yeah, I've known Alexandra for quite a long time. Like, maybe like within my first year of doing Twitch.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, no, like I've known of her for a while, and just seeing her growth, and I know she does a lot of like LGBT creator interviews on YouTube.
Yeah, she focuses on promoting trans and gender diverse people.
Yep.
So yeah, I would actually recommend you also talk to her about an interview as well.
Yeah, no, I would not be against that whatsoever.
Nor would I think you would be. You're super duper friendly.
I don't know. I just try to have fun.
Can't casually throw out Fully Cooley like it wasn't GOAT. If it was the GOAT, I would have seen it.
Bah.
Haha, throwing shade. I have nothing against it. I've just never committed to watching it. I've heard it's good though.
It's good. It's short. It's like six episodes, but it is a wild ride. But the music in there is amazing. And the convention that I used to be a resident DJ for, they used to bring them on, and it was amazing to see like their live performances and like how into the music they were with the fans. That and Human Bowling.
And human what?
They would get into
Human bowling.
like bowling pins, and then like they would roll a ball and get a strike, and then like go into like another song. It was I don't know. So it was a very interesting time back then. Conventions.
I miss them so much.
I'm happy to be able to go back to them safely.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, no, I'm happy that I get to see friends again.
Last one I went to was 2014, so it's been a hot minute.
Yeah, that has definitely been some time. Like I've done a few conventions here and there since COVID, but they're like very, very like starter cons. It's not like the cons that I'm used to, like where it's just like a couple thousand people, and like even then, like when those cons start to pop up, I was really nervous about even going to them because
I would be too.
Regulations on COVID have not been the wisest.
No, not even here in Canada either.
Yeah, no, I've heard so many stories. I'm really happy that like Twitch is finally like at least making sure at TwitchCon they're following COVID regulations, because I will be at TwitchCon for anyone who will be in the California area, and I'll be doing a very interesting hangout meet and greet where I'm gonna be in a maid outfit, and we're gonna go get dinner in a maid outfit. So if you want to be a part of that, if you're in Cali, I'll see you there.
Yeah, if you're in Cali, go say hi to Lexi. She's not able to attend the con, but hey, you should still say hi. I guess is there any other questions anybody's curious about?
Any last minute questions? Chat, don't be shy. I know y'all can be ruthless.
Are they being shy because there's 2 pretty girls on stream now?
Maybe.
Will you play Pokemon with me?
Will I play Pokemon with you? Fuck yeah, let's go. I would totally play Pokemon.
How am I so cute? Oh, it's my confidence. And good genetics.
No. Both VTuber and IRL. She very cute.
I can't deny that.
Ooh, what's your favorite game?
Ooh, favorite game. That one's a tougher one for me, because Final Fantasy XIV. It's the game I always go back to. I might be on a hiatus for like 6 months, but I always go back to it.
That's such a good one. It's a 3-way tie. I'm a sucker for horror. Actually, no, 4. So the Silent Hill franchise, Fatal Frame franchise, Resident Evil franchise, but there's a new game that like absolutely tickled my like scary, like creepy little like tingly parts of my brain. Visage. Visage was an amazing title.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, and it's a Canadian producer, and it's a small team indie game, and I've never dreaded playing a game so much as I did that game. I had to put it down and then pick it back up. Amazing.
Jeez. That is a pretty high bit of praise for a horror game. How should I talk to my crush Zero? Well, first you say hi to her. She's pretty friendly. I can say that myself.
Yeah, no, honestly, like with any crush, confidence, be yourself. Don't put on a show. That is like the worst thing ever, is like whenever like I meet somebody and then it's like they put on the facade, and then it's like I've gotten comfortable and I've dated somebody, and then like you start to see the facade wear away, and it's just like, oh.
Yeah, and then that's when it feels like, oh no, they've changed. They're not the person I started dating.
Also, communication with memes, you can never go wrong.
True.
Just flood their DMs, like no inappropriate photos, none of that. Just like very, very random memes.
Are you comfortable with the poly question? I
Oh,
am.
absolutely, yes.
I'm a dickhead all the time. Okay, Sai, I really like you.
All right, Scott has a really good question.
Yeah, most annoying / difficult / challenging part of being poly and trans.
Oh wow. Do you want to start with that one, or you?
I can't really answer on the poly part because I'm not polyamorous myself. I'm
Okay.
simply non-monogamous. I'm actually closer to aromantic, but I do have a primary partner who I do care for deeply. But the most...
Okay.
it's hard to say what the most difficult, challenging part is. That I would definitely say scheduling with people, because I am friends with quite a few people in polycules, and it can be really difficult to line up time with everybody or chatting with people and making sure that somebody in the polycule doesn't feel left out. I imagine that would be very challenging. And then being
Yeah.
trans, well, it's just putting up with the hate we get normally.
Yeah.
Demi
Honestly,
romantic. Nice.
like the best thing that I could like recommend, communication, is 100%. And the second you fail in communication, or you're not being honest, that really fractures a relationship because it takes a lot of trust to be in a relationship with one person. Give yourself 100% to somebody, but it's another thing to like put yourself out there for multiple people and not get hurt. And especially if you're dealing with somebody who has like a traumatic or hurt past, um there might be some complications or challenges that you're gonna have to kind of like work with and kind of like figure out over time.
Yeah, that
But taking things slow, being open, communicating, and just being true about yourself, your intentions, and loving them unconditionally the same way you would your other partner. Having like rules also set in place really, really, really helps a lot. And there's no race. Take it slow. Like like I'm currently dating a non-binary. I've been dating them for 8 years. Had a child with them. I
Oh,
came
eight
from a
years,
very
same as
broken
me.
relationship. 9 years, toxic relationship.
Ugh.
Um, and then it's like going into that kind of like a relationship environment was really scary. But then also on top of that, like um, adding another person in when you've been hurt and cheated on and things like that, it's like you yourself, you have trust issues, or you're worried like, is the love real or unconditional? Being like equal within that relationship, being honest, talking when you have issues, all that really helps. And we're about to celebrate 2 years, September 8th, actually. Shit,
Oh,
September
wow, that's
8th,
so
2 years.
close.
So yeah, no, it's insane. And like I'm thankful for the ride that we've had, and that we still have, and we're still learning. You will fight, you will argue, but can
Yeah,
you persevere and come back from that? So there's a lot of things, but as long as you're communicating, you're gonna be okay. You'll be
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's not a matter of if there come struggles, it's a matter of when, and using communication to express yourself as clear as you can. The other person, other people will, uh, they should accept what you have to say, and they should internalize it somewhat so that they can
Yeah.
truly get to understand you. And
Also,
I,
what kind of struggles?
what?
What kind of struggles?
Any kind. It could just be emotional struggles, it could be bedroom struggles. They do come.
You said come struggles. I was like,
Oh, I said cum struggles.
yes.
I didn't actually realize that. Awesome. I do want to answer Scott's question, but I do know Alice wanted to ask a trans question.
Yeah, no, trans questions are absolutely 100% cool. Please do so.
So yeah, Alice, feel free to ask that. Mick what? A Mick gangbang.
Ayo.
Scott, do you get approached by a lot of unicorn hunters? Yes, I do.
Yes.
I'm also upfront that I'm not getting a bottom surgery either, so people kind of chase that out, so to speak.
Some people are like, I
Oh, you
don't
may
know,
have
like,
forgotten? Sorry.
oh no, you're fine. If it comes back, like, gender questions are also up
Yeah.
for debate. So if you want to talk about gender too, feel free. And yeah, no, like honestly, I literally have gotten people who want to date me solely for the fact that like I am a girl with a penis, and they are intrigued by that because it's like,
Because we're
and
different.
I swear to God, this is like a legit quote. It's about as close to being gay without being gay, because you can say no homo at the end, and I'm like, and that's where you lost me, and this is how you got a block. And it's
Yeah.
so like, and that's the Twitch friendly. If you want, I can send you screenshots of some of the DMs that I've gotten, and it is absolutely filthy. Like
I
it,
can
like
only imagine.
hence why now I'm a VTuber. But it's like, again, it goes back to like, you seeing people as people, seeing like content creators as people, and knowing that they're just like everybody else. They just do something very interesting
Yeah,
as
we're
a
just
career or a hobby.
a little more public than the average person.
And yeah, so with the whole trans unicorn thing, like chasers are absolutely disgusting. Because if that's the only reason why you're dating me is because I have that genitalia, but I also have boobs. No, it will never work out between you and I'm not gonna apologize for that.
Oh, yeah, it's always so frustrating when I get a message that I'm not gay, but I like trans women.
Yes.
That kind of points out that you don't see trans women as women.
Yeah.
Question just, like when or what made you realize you were trans? For me, that was 4 years ago. I had spent so long of my life saying, live the life you want to live. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. And then
Agreed.
I finally stopped and thought, am I listening or am I living the life I want to live? Turns out no. I'm way happier now.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, like for me, like I knew that something was weird when I was younger, because like I had a
Yeah, me
boyfriend
too.
who was ashamed of being gay. I was very much a femboy growing up. Very much. So I passed very feminine, and before my voice got a little bit deeper, I was darn convincing that I was like borderline tomboy, like a tomboy girl. And so I had a boyfriend who had me like cross dress, and they would have me like dress in like women's like clothing. So whenever we'd go out on dates, because like I would never date men in my high school, I would go meet them at the mall, change, and then go out presenting as a woman, so we could go through our date. Well, that in women's cosplay. You've seen me in women's cosplay before I came out as being trans. But so yeah, no, I yep.
Also,
So
some random geek, the answer to your question is yes. You just have to check the VOD.
yeah, I did have to say it was cute. But yeah, no, so that was kind of like that thing, and I felt more normal. I just didn't know what trans meant. Like back then, like transgender again was fetish only by name. It was very, very like not a lot of information out there. Later I found out I was trans at 22. I wish I would have done it sooner.
We
But
all do,
my ex was
sister.
like, my ex was like, I'm gonna take you and you'll never see your kids again, kind of a deal. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I love my kids, so I guess I'll put my needs over my kids, and that's what I did. So I kept that squashed down, and then after we separated, I had the courage to confess one more time to my now partner, who at the time was cis female. I was, very queer male. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm 100% positive I have gender dysphoria and I'm queer, and I need to do something about this because it's painful to live right now. And so I started my transition process at 32. And if you've ever seen IRL photos of me, if you check Instagram or any of that, you'll see actual IRL photos of my development and older VODs. Like, it's been a journey, and to say that I was able to do that at 32 and have the what I have now is amazing. 5 years almost into this transition.
I swear to God, I thought you actually started transitioning before then. I'm a little shocked to hear you actually started at 32.
Yeah.
And, like, so many people throw shade on late transition people. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, I've got friends that have transitioned later than us, and it has honestly still helped them.
I've never felt more alive since transitioning.
Started at 19 yourself? That's a pretty good age to start.
What's up? Yo, congrats. But, like, honestly, like, the big thing is like, transition when you're safe. Transition if you're in a place where you can be safe. If you're in a not safe household, you know, give yourself a little time. You know, get out on your own, but be safe. And, you know, like, yeah, like, a lot of people worry about, like, well, what about my mom? What will my mom think? What will, like, I have, like, Southern Baptist grandparents, and I don't care if they ever watch this VOD because they know how I feel. I am forever going to be me, and I don't care how much prayer or whatever you want to throw at me to pray the gay away. Honey, I've been queer since, like, first grade, kissing boys. So, I'm just going to be me. I'm going to do me. I'm going to enjoy my life to its fullest. I'm not going to hold back. I decided to be in a polyamorous relationship. I am very much a pansexual. I find men, women, non-binary, trans, all amazing, beautiful, sexy, wonderful beings.
Right?
And I think you all are amazing and valid. And I think you just got to be true with yourself and experiment. Don't just jump deep into the water. Experiment. If you're not sure that you're trans, just try wearing clothes and
just try out labels.
Thing. Yes. Because guess what? Labels can be ripped off and you can put new ones on.
Yeah. And labels are there for you to describe yourself, not for others to describe you.
Zero, do you have genitals? Put them in my face. Yes.
I was going to say, Scott, please keep it TOS.
I am not a Barbie or a Ken doll.
No. My God, I love your community.
Hi, welcome to my chat. Zero statements translated. Yes. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. I'm just trying to. Like. Anyways.
Good Lord, I don't even remember our last topic.
You have a friend with no nipples? Yo, hey, yo. That's what's up.
Hey, yo.
You'll never know if they're cold. In the winter, you'll never know. Never know.
Never, ever. Fun fact, are they a Naruto character? Yes. I don't even know who you're talking about, but yes. Fun fact, if I had a bad surgeon back at 14, I could have lost my nipples. Yeah, because here's a fun fact. I was actually assigned male at birth, and then I developed into a non-binary body type because I developed breasts. And then I transitioned to male by removing them. And now I'm regretfully detransitioning into non-binary. That is aggressively pro-trans. So that's a little fun. No Naruto character has been drawn in series with nipples.
Yeah. Huh. Oh, by the way, chat, like, if you're wondering, Scott Akonda and Semper Jack have known me for a very long time, and they have stories and dirt. If you ever need to like
I was getting that vibe.
Get some of that. And so if you're wondering like, hey yo, some of these questions are kind of like, and why I'm over here just dying, that's why they know all the stuff.
Alice, you do. And honestly, before transitioning, I always hated my feminine features, because those were the features I wanted to showcase but felt I couldn't. And now, post-transition, they're part of my favorite features.
Can we just squash gender norms? Like, for real, like who needs gender norms? Like,
yeah,
oh
let's start an internet petition.
Boys
That'll
only
stop
play
it.
with this. Like, my daughter, like, my youngest daughter, she plays video games. She's a massive fanatic for Kirby and Street Fighter. She plays with Hot Wheels. She plays with dolls. And, like, you know, if any one of my kids ever came out to me as being LGBT, like, I would love them 100%. No hesitation.
Really? You? Supporting the gays?
Oh, God. How could I ever? How dare. Canceled. I'm canceled. Oh, well, time to graduate. Whee! Here's my graduation. I'm kidding. I'm back. But yeah. But just, I don't know, just be yourself. Like, unapologetic. Just no hold barred. Have fun. Live your life. Experiment. Like, who's to say that you have to do this one thing, this one way?
Exactly.
Like, if I did that, like, my life would be miserable. No freaking lie. Like, I would be so just not happy with anything.
Yeah, I agree. I would probably TOS violation. I love doing the voices.
I thought somebody joined the voice call for a second. I was like, hey yo, Twitch moderation now in the chat, like, yo, TOS violation.
Twitch
Code
moderation
Alpha.
literally jumps into the voice chat.
I've had Twitch moderation in my chat once.
Oh, really?
Oh my god, I've had them like 3 times. So I got like a few hate raids, and I absolutely like I roast people whenever they come in and they want to be like hateful little shits. But like, you know, like I keep it to the chest. I don't go in too deep for the fleshy wounds, the kill shot. I've had a hate raider block me on Twitch, so I couldn't DM them because they popped in and they were like trying to use racial slurs. They popped in like trying to use like, you know, trans related slurs, LGBT related slurs.
You know,
and
very original stuff.
Yeah, and then they tried to do all the different variations of the M-bomb, which I had all of those variations blocked, and they got mad and they're like, oh wow, you're scared, you're hiding behind modernizations. Like, no, you all are just predictable. Like, not one of you have an original brain cell in your brain, so like, you're seriously gonna come in and try to be hateful? Nah. Here, this is what's up. Here I am, I'm like, you know, like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and you're sitting alone in a basement popping online
using a burner account.
Right, like you pop in and like roast somebody on my time, on my stream. Oh honey, no, you became a snack. Nom nom. And I roasted them so bad, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm not done with you, because like they just got bored and they just stopped responding. But I knew they were in chat, and I kept talking the whole time while I'm in the middle of an Apex match. And like, nice. I pulled up, like, when the match was done, I pulled up the web page to their page, which they were a streamer on, and I was getting ready to just absolutely let them have it in their DMs. I got blocked, and like my chat's like, no, stop, no, like, don't do it. He's already dead. Don't do it. Like the Simpsons meme.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh wait, hold on. I refreshed the page. I was like, oh dang, they blocked me.
That means you won the interaction.
Oh yeah, and I mean, I've had people attempt to dox me. That was fun.
Oh, I can't wait for my turn at that.
I mean, I don't know. Good luck doxing me. I use VPNs, but the thing is, like, yeah, internet safely, people.
Yep.
But yeah, so I did a stream on front page for 4,000 people during like the peak Blizzard, like it was like a big issue with Blizzard at the time where it was like the Hearthstone creator like got like removed and they like lost all their prize money and stuff. And at the time, that was the only game I had that was safe that I could play and talk about a charity. And they're like, I almost got in trouble on Twitch by saying, "Yeah, no, F Blizzard," like live on front page.
Oh, I aspire to have your courage.
I didn't even think about it. It was like, oh, Twitch, I'm sorry.
Hey, FBI, Psy is open to all malware emails. Just saying.
Oh no.
I mean, they made that declaration in my chat.
But yeah, no, like honestly, like I have a lot of auto moderation just in general, just because like with the community that I try to harbor, I have so many different people. I have gays, I have straights, I have furries, I have people who don't identify with any kind of gender whatsoever.
I've
I
got
have people
agendered
that
friends.
have you know, like disabilities. Like, you know, there's a few people within my community, myself included, that are autistic. And you know, like I make sure everyone stays as safe as possible. So yeah, while we joke and my chat will flame me to hell and high water, we still have fun. You know, we still have a good time.
Yeah, that's the kind of community I'm harboring as well. Like,
Yes.
everybody's welcome, as long as you're not being an asshole and trying to ruin somebody's day.
Yeah, don't ever be that person.
Yeah, that's honestly really the only rule I have, aside from, you know, stick to TOS, because we want to keep the community around.
Yeah.
But like,
I think
even talking politics, I am down. Let's argue.
yeah.
As long as they know it's not actually personal, we're disagreeing, but we're not hating each other.
Yeah, like, there's a level of commonality and respect.
Yeah, Sai, you're pretty awesome too, and I just met you.
Yes.
Does Sai do any content creation?
They do.
Ooh, I gotta check him out.
They do. I've seen a bunch of Minecraft, and I know they were talking about getting into Destiny.
Ooh, Destiny, eh?
Yeah.
I've got a couple friends that play that. I wonder how close I am getting to the 2,000 follower limit on Twitch.
Oh God, I've hit that. I have to go and like find like either a creator who's completely given up on their channel, and it's just become like a dead channel, and I'll go and I'll check on Twitch tracker, and it's like if they haven't streamed in a while, like then yeah, like I'll have to unfollow just to go be able to support another creator. I try to like build so many people up and give a bunch of love as much as I can.
Yeah, that's definitely what I try to do as well. Most of my support is typically, well, this interview show, as well as most of it's just on Twitter. Signal boosting there and stuff.
Yeah. Who's your playing Destiny right now? Yo. VIPs supporting small streamers. Hell yeah. No, like I myself am still a small I consider myself a small streamer. Like I know like a lot of people will see like, oh wow, you got a lot of numbers, but it's like, yeah, but you know, like viewers will come, viewers will go. You know, people will get busy and you know, life happens. And you know, the thing is like, you know, being on that grind and building people up, like, you know, giving people that encouragement to, you know, get in and do streams and you know let them find their inner voice. Like my non-binary partner, Luna Spectre, like she like had such a hard time getting in front of a camera and streaming for the first time, and it's like now it's like I'm watching them and it's like they have fun, they do their own thing, they've created their own brand, and like to watch them hit like affiliate in a month's time was like awestrucking, because for somebody who had like such big social anxieties, and just like other creators that like have hit me up for like Twitch tutorial workshops that I host and stream in my Discord, now being like affiliate and like off on their own journeys. And it warms my heart. It makes me so proud to watch these creators just go and find their inner voice and just have such a good time doing what they love.
Yeah. I obviously see myself as a small creator too, but it didn't really click the kind of power I have on Twitter until recently. Do you happen to know Goblin Alley? Alley the Goblin?
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 to 4 days ago, I was browsing Twitter and I saw this little small streamer wanting to get into their debut, just trying to reach 100 followers. So I brought in the adult creator support hashtag with the other supporters I have wrangled for my list, and she is just blown up from that. Last I checked, she was nearing 5,000 Twitter followers.
That's amazing, though.
I am blown away by the support that she has seen from a signal boost, signal boost a few days ago.
Yeah, and like just little things like that help. Like like whenever somebody gets rated, like sorry about that. But like, for example, like a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to raid because it's like I only have like 2 or 3 people, or like I don't have like a big crowd or whatever. No, do that raid. Like, because at least like you consider that person, and to them they're gonna feel like on top of the world. It's like, wow, like they literally, out of anybody they could have rated, like I was the one they picked, and it's special. And you'll meet some amazing people. I met some of my dearest like Twitch friends just from raids, finding like so it's like, oh, they look fun, they look wholesome, and then I go and pop the raid, and they're just like, bam, yo, hey, how's it going?
Yeah. And like for streamers that have a 1 or 2 person raid, just aim for somebody around the same size. You're like, you got 2 people, they got 2 people. You rate them, you've doubled their viewers.
Yeah.
AO, 7 Days to Die? Yeah, I play that. AO. I play it with Twitch integration too. Also, Code Foxup asked, what's a signal boost? Oh, that's essentially just when I see somebody with like a tweet that is fairly recent and hasn't gotten a lot of attention. I just bring in people to retweet so it gets sent out to more eyes.
Yeah, like retweet, like I try to retweet as much as I can. Like I try to be on Twitter as much as I can. I try to be on Twitch as much as I can, but with how chaotic my work life schedule is, like I got 6 kids, 2 partners, full 40-hour a week job. Like I'm busy, and that's not even counting the content creation, the music, cosplay, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, you're super busy.
I have to schedule my own personal free time.
Yeah,
if you're a content creator, be on Twitter. That is an opportunity missed.
Seriously, like people these days are like, "Oh, you're so established." Girl, you should have seen me like a month or 2 ago. I had barely over 100 followers on Twitter or on Twitch, less than 100, less than 50 on Twitter.
Yeah.
And then just in this last month, here I am breaking 800 on Twitter. What?
Like recently, like I interact with anybody, like whether they're big people, small peoples, like I like interacting with different people, and like probably like one of the oh my god, senpai noticed. So there's a Twitch streamer who has like like the wholesome side on Twitch, but they also do a little line of the NSFW stuff as well.
I do a model.
But so this creator like Lana B, Lana Puppy Bee, or depends on how you know them. Like they were talking about, like how, like, people don't know how to, like, separate one from the other when it comes to content, and treating people like a human being, which I myself have had similar instances where people like treated me like an object and not a human after a certain point.
Yeah.
Like interacting, like having normal conversations like what we're doing right now, and it's just like, but we're people. And then, like, I left a, a little heartfelt message on there. Like I have a another account that I signal boost for, like, more the looty stuff. I try to keep my main,
Hey,
like,
yo, Zero's
gaming
got an
profile.
adult account?
Shh. Yeah.
I hope my mic picked that up, because I mashed my keyboard and messed up my desktop.
I heard that. I was like, anyways.
By the way, hello, princess. Princess, sorry.
Yeah. Hello. Hello. But yeah, no, like, ow. So, yeah, no, I left a little message on their Twitter, and they, like, followed me back on Twitter, and I about, like, panicked. So I was like, oh my god, no, wait, what? Oh my god. And yeah, like, I like that warmed my heart, because, like, they're non-binary too. So, like, that's amazing. Like, that, like, they're able to do all this, like, amazing content. And
Yeah.
yeah, I respect them so much.
I would definitely recommend, for anybody that does want to reach out to quote-unquote bigger creators, I would say don't go expecting a conversation. Leave them a single message that doesn't need to be a full conversation, and just show some love. More often than not, you'll be surprised by the results. And before life, hell yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Y'all about it.
I'm Andy.
You want to know the funniest argument I've ever heard? Is, like, why are, like, non-binary people in, like, the trans spaces? Like, why are they there? And it's like, honey, did you do your homework? Do you know the flag you support?
Do you know what trans means?
You know what that white center right in the middle of the trans flag means?
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you in on a little secret. It's non-binary.
It's always been non-binary.
It's always been there. It always has.
Same with the definition for bisexual. If you actually read the Bisexual Manifesto, it says don't assume that bisexual just means attraction to men and women. In fact, don't assume men and women are the only genders. Yes, non-binary are trans too, because they don't identify with their assigned gender at birth. So yeah, non-binary people are trans. There's binary trans and non-binary trans.
Absolutely.
It can be nerve-wracking to reply to some people's tweets, Alice. I get that. You just take that step.
And if do we have time for any more questions? Do we want to answer any more? Or
I certainly have a little more free time.
You got a little more free time? You got some spoons? Chat, y'all got some questions? Like, it can be literally anything. Literally anything. Like, as like, what's your favorite food? What toppings go on pizza? Or, like, gender stuff,
Or if you want ideas or tips on how to get into content creation, that kind of thing.
Absolutely. Like, that's my line. Brain empty, head go burr.
I'm a demigirl myself, so I'm always happy to find other NBs. Fuck yeah!
What toppings go on gender? All of them.
All of them.
Any and all. All of them.
For yogurt on my gender. I think I just thought of the stinger for this video. Is hot dog a sandwich? Yes.
A hot dog is a sandwich.
What gender goes on pizza? Yes. What is gender? Yes. I'm lightning round these questions.
Hot dog water is soup? Banned. Oh,
No, it's a broth.
it's a broth. And technically, you could say it's a soup if there's like any residual hot dog left over, but ew.
What is your preferred
flavored ice
Pokemon
cream.
starter type? I like water.
Fire.
Now we gotta fight.
Yep.
Brain
Oh,
empty,
fire.
only Star Wars. Fair enough. You do have Darth in your name. Are you gay? How can you tell?
Are you gay? Yes.
Is soup a cereal? Wait, I read that wrong.
Is cereal? Yes?
Is cereal a soup? Yeah, it's a cold soup, like a gazpacho.
Yeah, like you just get a little cold soupies there. Totally
Imagine being gay? Ah, couldn't be me. Why are you runny? Oh, that's usually just my nose from nasal polyps, but they're getting better.
Is a milkshake a soup? No.
Is
Milkshake's
coffee
a
a soup?
milkshake.
Yes, coffee is a soup. It's a hot bean soup. Never catch me gay, though? Oh, I can try.
Is it a casserole or a hot pot?
Wait,
depends
which? If you mean gender, yes. That's a casserole and a hot pot.
Good fox up. We already know that question.
24/7,
know
you
the
should
answer
really
to
see
that
my
question.
Twitter.
Have you seen me?
I mean, you do keep it a little more tame than I do. Oh, these are some great questions. Having tons of fun with them.
Just look at some of the creators I follow and tell me.
Pop or
Am I?
soda? I don't know. I do like pop, but that hit from soda.
Oh, soda just sounds spicy. Soda.
It's spicy water.
You know, Dr. Pepper's considered a spicy cola.
I sent both your Twitters 0. Oh,
My
seen
timeline,
both yours.
uh,
Yeah, I gotta find your 18 plus one.
yeah, I'll DM it to you.
Oh, please. Your timeline on Twitter feels so out of place. I'm willing to bet because you've been interacting with me, so it's kind of skewed. I am a fairly big fish compared to your account, so it is going to push a lot of my tweets onto you. Does light help nail polish dry? I can't remember. Depends on the light. Some of them do actually expel heat,
Yeah,
which would dry them quicker. But typically you want airflow on them.
It's got a kinda also fixed. I followed you back.
Alice, your innocence is gone. Yeah, that happens when people start talking to me.
Embrace.
Nice.
Just embrace it.
Embrace the lewd.
Yes.
I mean, I call myself a lewd tuber for a reason. I'm actually surprised Twitter lets me put that as a tag. Or no, not Twitter, Twitch.
Yeah, like I'm like I guess within like certain TOS realms, I mean like lewd tubers are like here. I mean like they've been here. I mean like let's just look at the hot tub stream. It's just that would be considered of a lewd tuber.
Yeah, that's literally just lewd tubing.
In a way, like
I have to keep remembering to interact with you with on my non-safe for work Twitter and not horny on main. Yeah.
No! Oh my god.
If it wasn't for the gutter, my mind would be homeless. Same.
I'm dying.
I've seen both your Twitters too, Briley. I'd like to congrats Steam just came out of my shirt. Ooh, thank you. You should see my live shows. I do follow you on both. I do know that, Archfey. Archfey. Princess, that's your name. I never even look at my non-horny one anymore. I mean, why would you?
Wait, there's such a thing? I thought it was only a thing of legends and myths.
Yeah, I had originally created my alternate account for Twitter to be a lewd account, and then I just became horny on main, and my alt became an IRL account. But I, like, never post to it.
Yeah. That's kind of like me with Facebook. That would be, like, my IRL, like, account. my wholesome IRL account. And, yeah. I don't interact with the Zuck anymore.
Yeah, I don't really either. I have a family group chat that I talk in occasionally when we do need to communicate with everybody. But aside from that, I don't even use Facebook. I used to use it for one-click login, but now I use Google for that.
Yeah. No.
Not afraid to be horny, I have no ults. I like you, Scotaconda.
Yes.
Secret is you were always horny on main? True.
Do you strip before you shower? Therefore, you are always horny on main. Changed my mind.
Okay, is it true? Are you naked under your clothes?
Yes. I'm so ashamed. I'm sorry.
Me too, twinsies. I shaved.
I shaved. Oh my god. Ayo. We just call that insulation.
Name video game franchise. Franchise. Huh. That is certainly a tough one. I used to be really into the Halo franchise. Kind of fell away from that recently. Used to be really big into the Warcraft one. What is the meaning of life? It is not what you do, or no, it is not the circumstances of one's birth that determines its value. It's what you do with the gift of life. Also 42. And if you recognize that quote, we're best friends now. Love classic Halo. I grew up on that shit.
Yes, I used to torment people in that game. Oh my gosh.
Prince, I love you. Wait, why can't I follow you? Yeah, it was from the first movie. It's not pop. Oh, right, I'm not actually signed in on Twitch on that chat box. No! I'm gonna find you. Who would win in a fight? You or a capybara? Probably me. I know jujitsu.
Classic Halo is notorious for all melee, and yeah, you just get up and boop. There's little boops right to the nose.
Here to learn to dance in VR chat.
I was so ashamed of how toxic I used to be in that game.
In Halo?
Oh yeah, no, it was bad. It was really bad.
42 is the answer to life, the universe, and everything, not just the meaning of life. True! And yeah, I got pretty bad in the Halo days. I mean, I was playing it as a teenager, so... A teenager that was super repressive of their own personality and trying to establish themselves, so... I wasn't the best. I was skilled at it, but I wasn't the best.
I used to run a clan with a couple of my friends, and we were known as MBK. And I had one guy, like, or it wasn't a guy, it was this kid, and it was like my most toxic moment ever, being like in a game where this kid like kept saying the word like penis, like on repeat. You know, me being like, you know, like 20, like 20, I think it was 22. No, it was 21. 21. Because I had my daughter, my first daughter, and
Penis.
just sitting on my lap, and she liked to watch me play video games. And so like we'd sit there and I'd play, and like we would just playful banter back and forth. There was never anything inappropriate. And this kid popped in, and he kept saying it, and it would go over my earpiece and the speakers to the TV. I was like, hey, like look, it's an M-rated game, I get it, but can we just like dial down the anatomy talk for a minute, like. And it was like I have like a little one here, they can hear it, and like quite frankly, like no one wants to hear that. And so it's like, F you, F your, like partner, F your child. I was like, oh no, like you are my personal plaything for the rest of this match. And I was like, my team, you touch him, I will team kill you, but I will shoot you down. And it was shoddy snipe, so it was like my thing. So
nice.
like I would shoot him down, run.
Ow. Let her finish the story before you harass her.
So I would shoot him, kill him, run across the map, and teabag, and repeat. So we absolutely annihilate this team. It was like 50 to like, they finally got like to like double digits. It was like low, like I think 11 or 12.
Wow.
And after the match was done, it was like, oh wow, man, you got real fucking quiet real quick. No smack talk, no nothing, huh? It was like, and I was like, yeah, what? And I said the meanest thing. I can't say it on Twitch, but it was something along the lines of, there was an alternate ending to the consumption of the child, if you know what I mean. And he just immediately got quiet. His friends clowned on him. I was like, yep, that's why you don't be toxic. Have fun. Goodbye.
Oh my.
Yeah, no.
Those were the days.
That game brought out some bad sides of me. I regret all of it, to a degree.
Well, at least we're better now.
Yeah, we live, we learn, we grew up. Kind of.
Ooh, I am getting a little sleepy.
Yeah.
But I'm still down to answer any other questions if chat does have any more. Though I think it is about time we start wrapping it up.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely going to be on for a little bit, but I do agree.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep you up too late.
Favorite Fallout game? We're trans. It has to be New Vegas.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
If it's not New Vegas, are you doing it right?
Exactly. If it's not New Vegas, you're probably not trans.
Ah! You liked 4, didn't you? Didn't you? Ew!
Kinda did.
It was okay. It was good, but it wasn't New Vegas.
Alice, you should probably give it a try. It's actually pretty fun.
It's good. I would recommend it.
Oh, you bothered Linkle.
Triggered! Triggered!
Triggered in chat?
Mole. Scorched Earth just happened in chat.
Oh, all the salt.
It's like walking in and dissing somebody's waifu and just like, I said it.
Too obsessed with Star Wars and Borderlands to try it? Fair. Story is bit, but was better than 76. I can't argue that. Love New Vegas. While I like most of the games in the series, never played 1 or 2. I've never actually played 1 or 2 either. I've only played a little bit of 3, 4, 76, and New Vegas.
76, they would have done better, in my opinion. For as far as
they
like,
could have, yeah.
It's the same thing with ESO. Like I alpha tested ESO. We were like, yeah, I would not pay to play on this. And they're like, no, we're gonna make this pay to play. Like you get a first month free, but you got to link your credit card. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I appreciate playing the game early. I appreciate the collector's edition that I got, but I'm never gonna touch this game. And now they've learned their ways, and now it's free to play. And it's just like, oh, you could have done so much better. And it's the same thing with like 76. Like there's so many things that were bugged that they could have fixed, and they didn't give it the attention. They were just like, well, we put it out, have fun.
What's the tallest building you've been to the top in? 15th floor. Out on the balcony.
Sears Tower would probably be the tallest one that I've been in to date.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I imagine with my line of work, I'm going to be in more, like, because I work as a glazer, I install glass during construction. So, you know, there's buildings that are like 50 floors tall that need glass up there. Thank you for calling it the Sears Tower. What else is it called?
Would you call it? Right. It's the Sears Tower. I don't care what anyone has to say.
Was it rebranded or something? What is one thing you will never do again? Cut my tits off.
Sacrifice my gender identity for somebody else's comfort.
True.
But no one in Chicago calls it. Wait, they call.
Well, that's their fault for being from Chicago. Sai, you've been to the top of the Statue of Liberty? Nice.
Yo, that's what's up. My dream is to go to the top of Tokyo Tower.
Oh yeah.
Like it's one of my bucket list dreams. Is I want to go to the Sears or the Tokyo Tower and just gaze.
That sounds pretty awesome, actually. I would love to do some traveling too. But okay, my bladder is getting very angry at me. Is that a pun? I don't know, actually. So would you like to shout yourself out again for the end of the video?
Absolutely. All right. And again, hi. For all of you on both the chats, my name is Zero. Again, I'm a trans variety streamer. I do a bunch of things from FPS shooters to scary games, VR chat, a bunch of different like weird wiggly things that I can joke around and say and just try to have a fun, welcoming community and grow my career here on Twitch. I appreciate you all for popping in and chatting and talking.
Oh, it's been such a wonderful experience.
I know, we've been talking for 3 hours and 20 minutes. What?
Yeah, it's been so long going. Wait, both chats? Yeah, Zero and I are actually live. I will be ending stream shortly, but we're going to be showing some love to Zero tonight because, well, I don't usually get to interview people that are live. So I can throw everybody in my community towards hers.
Run now. Run while you're still safe. But no, it's been a pleasure. I've had so much fun during this interview.
Oh yeah, and me too.
I can't thank you enough for bringing me on.
I can't thank you enough for coming on. Oh, it will be a bit of a while before this video does come out. But, I mean, it will be coming out sooner or later.
Just like me, 32 years of waiting. 32 years.
No, probably a month at this rate.
No, you're good.
Okay, I'm going to start this raid because I do have to get running.
Yeah.
Is it going to do that? I can't do the @ symbol? No, not shout out. Yeah, okay, I'll shout you out too. You're getting harassed in bits in that chat, and that shout out.
Oh no. Wait, which clip is this? Oh no.
Oh, yeah, it is /raid, but I can't do the @ symbol. Which would have made it easier to start the actual raid. Are you serious? I gotta go to the bathroom, but they do not want me to raid. Doing it manually through the browser.
Thank you for the biddies, Scott. Appreciate it. And everyone who's did like some subbies, some gift subs, some resubs, I appreciate. And yeah, no, there actually is a thing on my highlights if you ever get a chance to see it. I got hit with literally 10,000 bits.
I was there for
in
that.
increments of 10. Oh my god, it
It
was
was so long.
so long. Just getting railed in the face.
I mean, that's a dream come true to me, getting railed in the face.
Hey yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey yo.
Okay, I've officially got it started.
Let's go. I'm in your. Wait, is it gonna count me as part of the raid?
I don't know.
Can I be a first-time chatter?
That would be so interesting.
Alright.
Alrighty. This has been such a blast. Longest interview I've done, too.
Let's go.
Let's go indeed.
Alright.
Okay, I'm going to be booping off everybody. It's been such a blast. Everybody here. And remember, if you can't be the sharpest tool in the shed, you can always be the hoe.
Hey.
Hey.